Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, it's shit's real. We talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representing. As always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? Jesus Shuttleworth the guy, aka the GOAT artist, Lauderdale Boss, LB. You know what it is, my nigga. RingGameRadio.com in the building. Monday night, that Monday night, we here, nigga. Shit, the fuck. You know what the fuck we doing here? Like, come on, I ain't gotta tell you. But yeah, we here. So Sample Kings forever coming soon, nigga. Tunnel Gang.
Yes, sir. We went for that drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's gonna be fire. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King People, Nigga Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. Monday Night Boxing. We here.
Yes, sir. Now, is anyone banned that needs to be banned?
Man, ban fucking both Catterall and Barboza. These trash-ass motherfuckers. Go somewhere else. Well, Catterall doesn't even belong in a bodega. Like, go to some fucking fish and chip shop and get you your little shit, your sausage and egg, whatever the fuck that nasty ass breakfast y'all got. No,
I wish they had fucking sausage and eggs. They eat worse shit than that, nigga. They eat like
beans and taters.
You gotta add some beans on that, bro.
Yeah, taters and eggs and shit. Yeah, nah, bro. We fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, I like a sesame toast English muffin with over easy eggs, eel sauce, and some baked beans.
Runny beans all over everything. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's either beans or smushed peas over fried.
Fuck all that Frankfurter shit in my eggs. Fuck out.
Goddamn fucking food looking like World War II rations and shit, nigga. Like, I'm good on that. Like, I done had them MREs, and that should be looking like them shits, man.
Yeah, I had
like you done squeezed the tube of beans out on your fucking plate.
Yeah, honestly, that's why their teeth are so bad, straight up.
Yeah, like, how y'all produce Gordon Ramsay with this shit?
I'm saying, like,
no wonder he be snapping on y'all.
That's why he came up, because he's like, what? They're like,
for real?
Why what the fuck?
Like, you bloody wanker, you can't cook this. If that chicken was any fresher, it'd be like damn.
That cow's mooing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hope our UK contingent doesn't hear us, because Lord
hey, I'm sorry, man. You know what it is, shit, man. Man, we ride for the UK all the time, every week, bro. Like, there's UK niggas in ring games. Like,
there is, you know what I'm saying.
It's just like if we was sitting on one of us, if we was from fucking bumfuck, like Wyoming or someplace, we had to be like, yeah, nigga, a lot of tumbleweeds over there, nigga. Yeah, like
facts,
shit like that. Don't jump us. The King P don't want some boring motherfuckers in a bodega or the London corner store with damn Top Boy and all them niggas at.
Yeah, but we'll definitely get a little bit more in the comments on Catterall and Barboza. But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Good day, mate. I'm flying. You know what it is. Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger. We're about to break down the biggest card of the decade, probably. So let's go. Ring Harry.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Conscious Pilot remixing on the fly. That's what it is.
Yeah, the Dave made that made me feel like I just read a Clanarchy email out loud, because he says the mate all for the last 12 years. I think, like, hey mate, how you doing? Oh, I got the vocals. Let me mix them down, mate. So
the funny thing is too is Pro doesn't even say mate like that. He
don't. Pro be sounding like a regular, like a regular dude.
Yeah, dude sounds like Ken Kenneth. He
has that accent. Like he has the accent, but he don't be doing all the whole mate and bloody and bollocks. And
you're a funny guy, Pat. That type of shit. Like,
what he be talking about? What's the name? Remember we was talking about Savannah Marshall accent, and he was like, "Yeah, man, like she's a struggle for us over here too." Damn. Like, shit.
Oh shit.
No, man, shout out to the UK. Like we love y'all. It's jokes, but I mean, y'all could be Australia, bro. So chill. Like,
I know. I'm saying, like,
I'm saying, yeah, you feel me? Shit. So be easy.
Yeah.
So shout out to Clanarchy, Prolific, RTDZ, and I also got PJ prediction too for the main event. So I'll drop that as well. Ring gang.
I swear, I need to tell Pro like we need to get him on the show or something like I know like we need.
I've been trying to get this nigga on the show for like the last 4 years, bro. It like the man be busy. Like
I hear you. Like
they got like 4 kids.
I've been trying to send him to a fight. I'm like, I was like, yo, Pro, like like I can do this. Like send me the fight. He's like, no, I'm a little busy, Pat. I'm like, come on, like yeah, I tell you what. Like, that's how he talks. Like, it's like
I know he be at fucking fights. Damn, what's the Maverick Shabazz Masol?
Yeah, the Shabazz, like
yeah. Nah, he's good. Like he be watching his fights. He used to fucking be at the gym training with dude, him, his son, his father, all of that shit. Like he be linked in. Like he even sent me some, I think, shadow boxing footage of dude. Like, yeah, we gotta get him, but it's I feel like that's the pilot in UK or something. Like
facts, but we'll get like, this year. We'll definitely you'll definitely hear them. You'll definitely hear them again in some fashion.
Yeah. But yeah, we got a big night tonight. Got a lot of shit to recap. A lot of potential fights to talk about. So
obviously it's with the recaps. Obviously, the biggest fight of the weekend obviously was one Keyshawn Davis, whose matchmaking from Top Rank, with the exception of the one fight that he got no contest in because he smoked a little weed, but he kind of struggled in that fight.
That wasn't the matchmaking fault though.
Yeah, that wasn't the matchmaker's fault. That was his fault. The dude got weeded out, and then Albright, almost beat him. He may have actually beat him.
Some people say he got lucky. He got a yeah.
But I will say though, he learned from that loss, and he never looked any sharper. And my goodness, like geez, like the Berinchyk fight, I actually thought it would be a little bit more competitive than what it actually was. Like, yeah,
Berinchyk fucking sucked.
He fought. I don't know if he fought like I saw the idea. His game plan was trying to make it ugly, and and
that's not a game plan though.
I mean, it kind of like it kind of was to get clinched up a lot, and try not to
That just seemed like you just scary. You just being a fuck nigga on purpose.
I don't know why, but dude left himself open for every hook in the book. Like could have been the hook to the body.
It's amazing he didn't get his ass whooped even more.
It was so bad. Somebody asked me earlier today, "Hey, you think is Keyshawn the best body puncher in boxing?"
Well, you know what though? I'm actually happy to see young fighters actually incorporate some more body punching because Keyshawn is that thing. I think a ball went up in his head. It's like, you know what?
I'd be disappointed if he didn't incorporate body shots because fucking Berinchyk left it wide open on a silver platter.
Leaning forward and everything, like
that Bud being in Bomac camp. That it's helping. I feel like obviously it's a great camp.
Keyshawn's definitely being around Crawford and Shakur and all of them. He definitely got a lot sharper, a lot quicker. That actually justified the matchmaking that TR's been putting. Like TR has upped this competition the way it needs to be, and then of course, this year like he had the Lemos fight, he brutally knocked out someone a lot bigger than him, and then this one he bodied someone that was smaller than him.
Silver medalist world champion. I'm just saying that he didn't defend the belt, but he did win the belt. He was a champ. So.
Yeah, so it's like, so I was like, and it only took him 4 rounds to do it. I think most of us were kind of close to that. I think most of us did predict knockouts, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know my shit. Was my shit like early or like mid round or something?
I think most of us like 5 to 8 rounds, right? 6 to 8 or something, not 4.
Yeah, I forget how many rounds. I wasn't that many rounds off because I was like, oh damn, like 4 rounds. Okay,
I might have said 7 or 8 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, either way, that's how you punctuate another star-making performance. And then, like I said, now, he's the lightweight champion, WBO lightweight champion. And now, of course, he has options, with the exception of Shakur, though, because he's never going to fight Shakur because, if you heard the story, I'm not going to repeat the story. It is deeper than boxing, quote unquote. So,
yay. I hear that damn love struck shit, man. I fade up any nigga for the right price. Fuck all
unless
that.
unless it's like whereas Abdullah Mason said, like, unless he's like my blood brother, like, absolutely not. Like,
I fade my blood brother first, nigga. Shit, bro, gang, nigga. Like,
damn, nigga.
I know I'm not normal.
Yeah, you're on some other shit, then, my nigga.
I fade that nigga the fuck up. I ain't seen that nigga in like maybe 15 years. So yeah, you wouldn't even know the hands.
Yo, you silly as hell, yo. But shout out to Keyshawn. Keyshawn. Although I wanted a stronger type of call out to Tank or Lomachenko or whoever, is like that. But I get it. You won your time.
Now let's talk about that first. Hold on, bro. Like, this is shit. I hate when these niggas get their best moments and they don't properly like utilize it. Like, he had a great last moment with Limos. He used it.
Right, yeah. He used it.
And it's like, you're supposed to build on that. Like, call this nigga out again. Don't change your energy.
Yeah. Because
this would have been a good lead up to, we would have been talking about, like, okay, although some people are talking about it, we would have been talking about also like, okay, Keyshawn Davis seemed like he should be the next nigga for Tank to fight after the Roach fight.
Right.
And instead of having a big conversation about it, with the energy that performance brought, it's more of like, okay, yeah, well, we'll see what Shakur do, and we kind of, when it shouldn't be that. If a nigga at lightweight just knocked somebody out again, and now he won a belt, nigga, call Tank out and let's get shit lined up.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that shit. Like, it's like niggas will call out people when they shouldn't, and then when they should, they don't.
Right.
Like, you weren't even a champion yet, and you called out Tank.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like he has a looming mandatory or anything. He don't got no mandatory. Like, call that nigga out, yo. Like, once, because Tank fights in 2 weeks, right? Yeah, that was the perfect thing. But okay,
thank you, dude. All these lightweight niggas is fighting and bumbling right now.
I want to play that devil's advocate. I feel like he didn't do it because I did see him on the interviews today being asked about Tank, right? So I felt like not doing it is like, because if he did, he'd be getting called a clout chaser for sure by a lot of people. So I'm just saying,
who cares? It would get shit moving. Niggas would talk.
But I'm saying, in a sense, it's still clout chasing where he goes on like Ariel Helwani podcast, and obviously Tank's gonna be brought up, and he talks about saying fuck Tank and all this. It's still somewhat, it's still. So, but I get it.
That's actually worse because less people gonna see that than when he knocked the motherfucker out and we all tuned in to boxing that day.
You're right. That's true.
It's like be strategic with it.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a clout chase because they're both champions in the same weight class. It's a fight that could happen.
That too.
Yeah, it's like
I don't see. I mean, honestly, I don't see them. I think Keyshawn's. He even mentioned today he's a little big for the. He's obviously he ain't gonna be at 135 much longer. So I don't.
He don't do, dude. All these niggas be fucking maxed out at these weights, and they take so long to get the title shot and get their name up there that once they get that the mission's over, they gotta go to a new division. So that's why we be wanting these fights. Like, a lot of these, like remember, Tank is older. He already had his times when he was eating and got chubby faced and shit. He kind of knows his body now. Pause.
Yeah.
So
ever since
he looked like he's always within weight. Like, Tank don't look like he'd get heavier than 140, 150.
Ever since the Gamboa fight, it felt like he's been on point in terms of his conditioning and not,
Yeah. So these niggas, they're younger, of course, yeah, but I don't think that, like, they're still growing. I think the discipline hasn't kicked in all the way, but like Keyshawn, like, somebody should pull Keyshawn Davis to side and be like, look, bro, like, you're like the only superstar in the making currently that Top Rank has. Like, bro, like, it's time for you to embrace that. Like, act like that. Act like you. The way you act is how T.O. wish he could be.
Well, I will say, I mean, I remember something to his YouTube today. Randomly, he dropped a video on YouTube. Quick little 4-minute video on YouTube. I'm a champion. You know what I'm saying? I watched that little bit, and like he was on the Ariel Helwani. So, but obviously, it's not. It's like every when a boxer wins a championship, they do a little quick round. Victory tour, then hibernate.
I like Camboses.
We'll see. Hopefully. Yeah, but no, I mean, again, Keyshawn, because most of these niggas are like, NPCs. They just got that personality of cardboard. Like they aren't. A lot of the young niggas that are talented, like Boops. Compared to Keyshawn, personality is completely, the mic skills and everything in between. It's the charisma.
I mean, I think Boots has a good personality. It's just you have to promote him differently than a Keyshawn.
Yeah,
I think Keyshawn's mic skills and everything just a little bit on, it's on point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. But remember, look at Tank. Tank wasn't the best articulate nigga coming up, bro.
Yeah, no, he's still.
I mean, I used to think Tank was legit either slow or he took too many punches.
This is when he was like coming up, bro. Like,
when he's coming up.
Like, dude, and it's not just me. Other people's had. I'll never forget Tariq. He was on live with Tariq fight, talking. And when they got off, even Tariq was kind of alluded to it. I was like, God damn, bro! Like you just had.
I mean, even adding the Baltimore accent, that just makes it 10 times worse. Adding the strong ass Baltimore accent.
Yeah. Like, oh man, niggas is like Chris and Snoop on this bit, but yeah, like Keyshawn, like, because you heard about the now. I think ESPN is kind of considering fucking with Top Rank again, and they're like open to negotiation, just a smaller budget.
I saw they'll be talking in March or something. Like they'll be talking in March or
Yeah, and better believe that's because of Keyshawn. Like they know it's like leaving a bitch when when she finally started acting right. A part of you is like
yeah.
Kind of got it, but you took too long.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I know.
That's what's happening with ESPN. They're looking at it like, damn, like Keyshawn, like they finally kind of got a nigga who looked like he could be in that sweepstakes.
He can basically be Terrence Crawford, but bigger. I mean, this person
honestly bigger. Like his
bigger.
trajectory, like
trajectory-wise.
Like Crawford ain't really get the damn the hype until.
But I'm just saying a quote unquote flagship
and
like a flagship P4P guy, a flagship guy that can win belts and be a pound for pound, that and with the personality.
Yeah, he could be big, like he could be a star, like he could sell, like and ESPN see that because they're looking at it like, damn, 2 knockouts in a row. He's selling tickets.
Sold out Norfolk, made a lot of money in Norfolk, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they see the personality. They see that, okay, like he isn't in his bad boy stage. He's already past that. He's focused. He runs his mouth. He puts himself out there most of the time.
And he's not boring. He's not boring.
Yeah, and he's not boring. Even when, because remember, there's some people who would have took that fight with Berinchyk, and that would have been a 12-round snooze fest.
A 12 rounds box from a distance for like 12 rounds.
I mean,
it would have looked like fucking what's that nigga name? Sultan Ibrahimov versus Klitschko.
Yeah,
Ibrahimov. That nigga fight too fucking boring to make me get that correct. Nigga, that's his fault. He ain't be fucking up his goddamn name for a reference for a boring ass fight.
Yeah, that fight might be one of the worst fights, and also one of the worst hyped fights I've ever seen. Because
yes. Let's not forget that fight was hyped up. It wasn't just a regular heavyweights. Yeah, Klitschko going to defend.
That shit was at Madison Square Garden, too.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. So so like when you got an opportunity like this, you gotta fucking put your foot down, nigga. So he gets it, but I was a little disappointed he didn't really stand on the Tank call out.
Yeah, no, he really did, and that was just like awful. I was like, come on, like I was waiting for a soundbite for it, soundbite to circulate and everything, because the stage was his, and he didn't do it. So I was just like, damn, like, okay, all right, I guess it's up to us to kind of like do it. And then,
but I feel like it's always been up to us. Like, geez, like y'all niggas do some of your own heavy lifting? Gee, hold on, wait, salute, hey, shout out, salute, Android. The main ESPN posted Keyshawn stopping on both their IGs and X. First time they've done a top ranked fight in a while on their socials. Because we just said this because they realized Keyshawn could be that dude. So they're trying to show Top Rank, like, look, hey, if y'all could really, deliver us this nigga, we'll we'll help you on this. Like, we'll grab hold of this. Like, we'll take it. I mean, we could go somewhere with this. Just this is the moment that ESPN was waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, had they dropped the ball on some other shit? Yes.
Oh yeah, they absolutely did. But I think,
but then remember the racism shit kind of helped sell this too.
Yeah, the unfortunate racism incident.
The unfortunate TFE so you had a lot of factors, and I feel like when you got all the factors, somebody need to just kind of corral it and like make the most use of it. It like kind of failed, but it didn't.
Yeah, so pretty much like I said, I mean, unless the mandatory is somebody high powered, I'd say Top Rank should really either try to get a unification, because I mean, if it's not Tank, at least try to get another champion in there.
Yeah,
because to unify. Whether
who else could it be? Ain't Lomachenko retired?
Lomachenko right now. I mean, right now they're gonna fill like an interim title or whatever the fuck.
Hey, on that note, real quick, because I know they're Muratalo is fighting Abduella for that vacant for the IBF. But why isn't IBF? But why isn't IBF pressing Loma or stripping him? Like, that's kind of interesting, right? I mean, IBF is strict. They usually is.
Yeah, that's just kind of weird. It almost feels like everybody just trying to wait it out with Lomachenko on some like, hey, like, just because he don't want the Tank fight, don't mean he wants to retire. But then it's like, bro, like,
do you think Bob Arum will? Do you think Bob Arum will see if he'll fight Keyshawn?
Dude, that's the only fights he have. Like Lomachenko doesn't have any easy fight right now.
No, yeah,
like,
the fight,
he has to get over that. Like, the easy fights are over.
Yeah, he has young niggas in this division that are champions now. Like, that's his life right now.
Yeah, and this is coming from people who give Lomachenko prop for being the dude fighting the young niggas. Yeah. Remember, like, just because it ain't Tio, I mean, Jermaine Ortiz is a fucking handful too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like when they say young nigga, it don't always have to be a young elite motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It could be a nigga who's a young, strong B level dude, and that's a fucking mountain right there.
I mean, Muratalo, who I can't make the weight, it's a big dude too. So it's like, I'm not Muratalo has struggled before, but all these dudes. I mean, look, Loma lost to the relatively young, bigger size 135s because he's a smaller, start at 126, right? Yeah, so it's like,
and I don't even think he's small. I just think he's a regular size lightweight.
He's a regular lightweight. Yeah, he's a regular size lightweight. Yeah.
Just like I wouldn't say like Mario Barrios, he wasn't a regular junior welterweight. That was a big motherfucker. Like, so I get it, but yeah, like I ain't gonna say Lomachenko fucking small, like. Because then that niggas that stay with the negative. Oh, Prograis is small. No, the fuck he ate. Like,
I mean, Tio and Hayne didn't stop Kambosos, but
yeah, but remember he was the first one. Like everybody done beat the shit out of Kambosos to that point. That's true.
But I will say, I mean, I would say without the champions, the only other fight for Keyshawn, of course, is Andy Cruz, and Andy Cruz is far. I mean, that's not even a.
He mentioned it also on that little podcast I was watching, but no, it's not. Cruz is behind right now. Cruz should be pressing to fight Shakur because he's right behind him. I get it, but get a belt, nigga. I mean, try to fight Shakur. I don't know, like he's on your side.
Now go through a fight and don't get fucking tagged, nigga.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, obviously, because
not tagged, but hurt. I'm sorry, because he's boxing. You don't get tagged.
I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, Cruz and Davis have a lot of history. I mean, no, the Olympic history. Everyone saw Cruz pop lock. After he won,
and then Kevin Hart Snoop moment. The Kevin Hart Snoop moment kind of set it off top, right?
And Cruz can talk a little shit now with his broken English, so it's like you can sell the fight.
Yeah, but I ain't one of these. I ain't one of these marination niggas. But that fight definitely need more marination. Yeah, no, I agree. More from Cruz style.
Yeah, because Cruz fights like he's had 4 fights. So it's like.
Wait, 4? Get the fuck out of here! Why are we even talking about this?
He has had 5 fights. Yeah, just 4. Dang. Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, like yo, sweep this back in the closet. Like yo, let's. Fold up them chairs, nigga.
I mean,
put the Uber cards back in the deck, nigga.
He's moving fast, but yeah, come on now. Like he ain't.
Dude. Like,
I mean,
realistically, he ain't ready for Keyshawn Davis until
No, Keyshawn would stop
2027.
him. I mean, I said that even before, like maybe before Limos. Even before Limos, I think he would stop. He would stop. I mean,
Let's just stop. Like
he'd beat the shit
that's
out of
just almost as bad. What was that one nigga that was trying to hype up for them NOA? And it's like stop.
Yeah, I mean,
Bruce Carrington or
Shushu.
Oh yeah, Shushu.
Yeah. Like it's like come on.
Shushu was good though, but Shushu after that one performance, and he probably may need to run that back too. Like he's like if he had fought Monster like that, Monster would have bodied him, and Top Rank would have lost some money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of these niggas could be good, but are you this good? Or like there's levels to good. Like can you fight Monster right now next week, nigga? Good. No.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like being in shape. Like,
but I will say,
like you could bust out 30 push-ups now, nigga. Like, cause you in shape. Like,
but Monster's also this 126 is not going to be easy for. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a Shushu nigga like that. But I'm just saying, featherweight is probably his cap now, right? I thought it was gonna be 130 once upon a time ago, but it seemed like 126 is probably. His cap.
We'll see.
I think it'd be 130 for the big fight.
Yeah, we'll see what 126 will be for Monster eventually. Just like. But with Andy Cruz, though, I mean, Andy Cruz is not going to stay at lightweight forever. He's getting older, so that's the thing. That's why they have to rush him, because he's learning on the job and shit. Like, he has 4 fights, but he's already a number 1 contender for Shakur's belt. So it's like, yeah, he's
not going to dude. Remember they bitched about the Schofield fight, so.
Should I real quick? When I talk about, should I bring the poll up about the Keyshawn fight next? Real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, we could. Go tackle that real quick. But hold on. Discord boxing chat. What it do? Salute. Greens from the UK. Hey, mate. Good day, mate.
Hey, mate.
Beterbiev, Dubois, Schofield, Boazzi, Zhang. Not sure between Virgil and Israel. Matt. I can see you on that. I fucks with that. Like, yeah, that to me, I think that might be the hardest fight to call on that card. Chris Brand, salute. What it do? Salute big boxing weekend, relatively speaking, and yeah, Keyshawn got superstar potential. Fuck yeah, he does. Yeah.
So
you just have to keep his mind steady.
Keep winning and don't smoke weed every day. So we did ask, who do you want to see Keyshawn Davis fight next? We got 24 votes with 38% going to Tank Davis, 19 for Loma, 29% for Muratalla Abdullaev, and 20% for Shakur. Didn't add Andy, but Muratalla Abdullaev was the second highest at 29%. 24 votes during area.
I mean, it's a good. I mean, the winner of that is a good fight, but I mean, Abdullaev not as much. It's but Muratalla at least has a 0. I mean, he's still
Muratalla, even though he got dropped brutally once.
He's gonna be the more marketable. Like that's
more marketable.
That honestly seems like that's the look. Because it was either going to be that or Tank, but he didn't speak up the Tank fight like he should have at the moment.
Yeah.
Like all that settled down post-fight shit and random podcasts, it's almost too late sometimes.
So I could see Top Rank try maybe make an in-house unification at least. Like, okay, look, if the winner of this and Lomachenko decides he doesn't want to fight, then bam, the winner of Muratalla Abdullaev was champion. Whereas Abdullaev, though, unfortunately, he got bodied by Devin Haney, like legitimately, he got his orbital broken by doing stop. So it's gonna be hard to kind of market that one
to sell that. Yes. Muratalla would be much, yeah.
Yeah, Muratalla at least has been on Top Rank TV, so it's like, yeah. So I mean that would be part of the most logical move.
I selfishly pick Loma because I kind of want to see Loma get stopped.
I think everyone's. I think because Loma's at the point where now, like his division is run by niggas, so he's in trouble now. So he's like,
now everybody's like, yeah, he's done enough, guys. He can retire now. Y'all want him to because niggas
want to fight him.
Niggas running that shit. Yeah, you see it, Pilot. Before, you guys are ducking the Lomachenko. Y'all don't want it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now what?
Yeah. So yeah, but definitely salute to Keyshawn. Like he did the damn thing, and I mean the rest of the card was predictable. I mean Xander Zayas, he was okay.
I didn't think Zayas looked bad, bro.
He didn't look bad. He was okay.
I think he looked actually good.
He got the stoppage, which I was happy about. He finally got a stoppage.
He looked sharper, but even the stoppage, people were complaining about the stoppage too.
It was a little bit early, but I feel like Spomer did take enough of a beating. Though.
No, Spomer gave.
Like nigga, fight back, fucking Manfredo. Like, come on.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was legit. It was legit for sure. I thought. I mean, the thing with Zayas is, I remember when he was first started, he was at 147, knocking niggas out. Ever since he went to 154, he's basically been Devin Haney. I mean, like, like he's a good boxer, athletic enough. He just can't get KOs at 54 lately.
Because he don't switch his tempo. Like, dude kind of just has a good, strong autopilot or cruise control.
Yeah.
Where it's not cruise control because he does try. He has effort. It just he kind of just stays within that one dimension. Like if that one dimension is enough, you'll get cracked. You'll break up.
Yeah, you're right. I do like his work rate, but it's just like it's kind of unfortunate because he's Puerto Rican, but he was spoiling on the vine, so it's like because
the thing is we're used to Benavidez type of work rate or a Golovkin or a Chocolatito where that work rate is solid, but it picks up as the opponent deteriorates.
Yeah, right.
Zayas shit don't really pick up. It just like you want to see Zayas go harder when you see the other opponent's health meter is like orange.
Right.
That's when everybody's like, all right, fucking, let me do my super move. Let me do this. Let me pick up the pressure. Zayas just kind of just stays at you the same way. And some people are tough and crafty and they could weather the storm and lose a decision. Some niggas get stopped.
So let me ask real quick. Somebody, I'm not telling from my Discord, but somebody keeps asking me. He's a big fan. He's a Cuban guy, Cuban American. He always asks me. He thinks Tellus would body Tellus would body Zayas. It's a great fight. I think both two young guys that are kind of borderline top 10 at the weight. Who would win? Forgot his first name. Yoenis Tellus. The one that
I gotta see a little more on Tellus.
I gotta see more of Tellus.
Yeah, Tellus. Yeah, it more. It would be a good fight now, but it would depend on. I mean, right now, Tellus he's facing J-Rock next.
He's fighting J-Rock next. Yeah.
And if Yeah, if he bodies J-Rock, then make the fucking fight. Yeah, I'd be down.
I mean, this is a dope fight. It's just two young cats at 154 that are like.
Yeah, because it's time for like shout out to Lukey. Like I remember we had a conversation before, but like Zayas, Zayas is who he is right now, and I'm tired of waiting to figure out if he's going to be even better. Like
I got one more. Then
154, throw him in there, nigga.
I got one more question about that. Would Conwell do him bad, or do you think it's a good fight? You think? Yeah,
that's a good fight. I'm leaning Conwell 60-40, but that's not a fight where I feel like Zayas is like in above, like he's over his head. Like
it's not counted out. Yeah, I think it's like 65.
Yeah, like if you would have said like Jesus Ramos, then it's like okay, man, that's 70-30.
Well, you rate Ramos higher than Conwell?
When Ramos has been more active, and it just seemed like he has when Ramos is at his best, I think he might be slightly better than Conwell, and I believe that's because he punches harder.
I mean,
Conwell might be the overall better fighter, but I don't think by much. Like they're around
Yeah. Because I mean, Ramos is being better fighters because his matchmaking has been a lot better.
They was really running Ramos to be like the next dude, whereas Conwell kind of has to take what he gets.
If you're a nigga on Golden Boy, good luck.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you kind of see that. I hate to say it, but you kind of see that. Like, so a guy like we'll know more about Ramos than we will Conwell. Like. It's hard. Like guys like Conwell, we don't find out about them until they step up,
right? Or
they have their big marquee fight,
right?
Unfortunately, that's just how it is.
I mean, just like Butu, we can see that Conwell is the goods. We just now need the fights to kind of mirror that more. But I mean, I'm a believer in Conwell's skills. I do believe Conwell is skill as fuck, and he's dangerous. On top of that, so
yeah.
I'd say he's
Top Rank does a better job of damn promoting brothers, even though it seemed like they struggle. but they're better than Golden Boy at it.
They're better than Golden Boy.
Yeah, it shot. Yeah, because Top Rank, I think now is definitely getting behind Abdullah Mason because he has vignettes and everything like that. It's like, oh, okay, because they really played up the last, like, he had like the round of the year shit, and then dude was surgical as fuck. Like,
oh, they kept running ads for him, right? They kept running like I feel like I was at work watching, but they kept running like fucking what you call like interviews with him and shit. It felt like little snippets.
Yeah, and as they should. Like, dude is buzzing hard. Like, I mean, he beat up the cat that Rolly struggled over the distance with. Like, he took him out in 4 rounds. So it's like
he boxed him pretty. Like, I was like, damn, this was brutal.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
See, this is the thing Top Rank doing, and yeah, shout out to Chris Brand. That's why I kind of spoke about the promoting shit. Which, if you're not Mexican, Latino, and Golden Boy, yeah, bro. but yeah, like I feel like now with the ESPN deal and shit up in the air, Top Rank is making a more concerted effort to push these niggas.
Yeah, and
they never push these many niggas in their life right now.
Yeah, and I can tell the part of Rohan Polanco too. They're gonna push because Polanco again, the body dude, like beat the fuck out of Torres too. That's another
Mason. What he supposed to fight Guybera?
Cabrera, yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
So it's like, dude, like, come on, like, they know what they doing. They're like, okay, ESPN, look, we got a Keyshawn Davis, but look, we got another one of them niggas in the factory too. Like, he just got to bake a little longer in the oven.
Yeah. There's more. Like, they have Keon Davis got a first round knockout. Juan Manuel Kid got a brutal knockout. He turned the dude into a fucking corpse. Like, geez.
God damn.
Yeah, no, it
father
was,
like son.
Yeah, it was a brutal fucking knockout. Like, I was like,
hold on, did the father actually go and see the fight, or that rumor about this nigga had to work?
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. I heard he wasn't there.
No, he was there. I saw him there. He was there.
He was there? Okay. Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna trust Pat Eyes over some random Twitter niggas.
Yeah, no, I didn't, and because I was looking for him on the screen, I didn't see him. But if he was there, great, because I kept hearing he wasn't there.
What is he? Is Walmart Debbie dead?
No, it's not Debbie dead.
Okay,
no,
not at all.
Where the fuck you get that from?
I
just seen a tweet where the niggas was like, yo, he said he can't see his son fight because he got to work, and niggas just like, wait, you can't call out for this? Like, what the, like, where you working?
But now the people that needs to there's 3 people that Top Rank need to get the cut. First is Jared Anderson. Like, that dude, like, I'm sorry, his performance was terrible.
It was that, but yo, I didn't see it. It's really that bad, guys. Like, real talk.
Like he was in first.
It was really bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, but he didn't want to be there.
It was struggle.
Honestly, it gave me the same energy as Sonny Edwards that I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's basically it. Yeah, that really is it. Yeah.
So he quit so it's like he had a quit mentality on a winning fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least Sonny was fighting good competition still. This motherfucker was fighting a fucking can and was just like, I don't really want to.
Are we surprised? This dude said we don't care about championship. He wants the bag, and I'm not surprised, unfortunately, but.
Yeah, the fun thing too is the can, like, I think in the last round was teeing off on dude.
It was in the end. It was a Charles Martin. Remember the Charles Martin in the end of that fight lit him up in the end. Same thing happened.
Yeah, the can was letting up Jared Anderson. I'm like, oh shit.
And Jared Anderson used to look so unstoppable. Like, he looked like a nigga that, like, goddamn, like, I ain't trying to be in the ring with this dude. But now it's like cans are like throwing specials at you and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, he was a little out of shape too.
I mean, Anderson dominated, but the Cam Coyle or whatever he did a decent job. I mean, he hit him. He's done them a couple times.
But this is the thing. Like, he's the type of dude that, because I seen only a couple highlights clips, but he's the type of dude Anderson used to just body. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, 2, 3, 4 rounds.
Yeah, that's the guy. It should have been a guy he should have just bodied. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so for it to even go to this distance, and you got everybody just writing think pieces about this dude's mind, it's like, nah.
It might be over, because even now, in between they mentioned Torres is gonna fight the perfect litmus test in Guido. So they feel like Top Rank might be giving up on Jared right at this point. And they're gonna try to see what Torres got.
I think so too. Like, Because is this his second fight after the loss or his first?
His first.
God damn, it took that long?
Yeah, nigga got brutally knocked out, bro.
But I felt like that was like last. You know what? Okay, just life is fast because that was like what, August?
Yeah.
And now it's what?
And you know he probably got a 90 or a 120 for that. So
okay, my apologies. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that's not crazy. So my apologies.
Yeah,
but
and then
they wanted to knock, like, bro, like I feel like this was one of those, like, hey man, knock this nigga out and show us that you still care,
You still got
and we should fuck with you.
Remember, essentially, the matchmaker. I think we follow him, but that matchmaker called him out, like on Twitter. The actual matchmaker called him out, and he replied, but he deleted it.
Yeah.
The fuck did he say? What the matchmaker said?
The matchmaker was just saying, he just just a disappointment disguised by a little bit of I forgot what the tweet said, but it's still a bad look, right? The ESPN matchmaker.
Yeah. So when you have top ranked people like Bradley on air, and then you have the matchmakers on Twitter going off on dude.
And he had to apologize.
Jared. I think Jared. Jared right now might be on his way. I mean, although they say he's not on his way at the top rank, but it just seems like there's not much they're gonna do with him anymore. This
was his chance.
Hey, Pat,
he would have been better off getting into a goddamn Brian Minto type of fight.
Honestly, I think that turkey bag kind of sealed the deal for him. That was that was it. Like, it was the gift and the curse. Yeah,
it took too long for us to say it.
Yeah, he got the bag, but he definitely, it was blood money in more ways than one.
And Aram knows it too. Like they know. Damn,
Aaron didn't want that to happen. Real quick, Pat, I want to ask on that. Did Anderson come out in like the crazy outfit, or he just came out regular?
No, did it? I don't think he showed his walk. I think they just showed him he was just in the ring. Like they gave him
he's cooked.
Yeah, they gave, he was a prelim fight, so they gave him the prelim entrance.
Like, see, and this I gotta say it, like Top Rank. Like sometimes they'll do good with this, but then they've been doing awful. Like I don't think Top Rank fully understands the talents that they have sometimes, or the followings that the talent they have has. Like Jared Anderson needed to be on the main card.
And that probably played a role into why he was unmotivated.
Yeah, like that. Like if he, like, in a situation like that, if he's gonna bomb to the whole world, so we all collectively know it and does not fuck with you. But only the hardcores got defeated. Like that, really. And then it was
and then now he's and then like realizing he's not going to be a co-main event for Keyshawn when you just were literally on the biggest card and you main evented. It's kind of like unmotivation. So I
don't even think he needed to be a co-main, but he needed to be the opener.
Opener at least, yeah. That's weird how they push up.
Yeah, like Top Rank be dropping niggas. Like, dude, you, bro. Like we all play Mortal Kombat. Like we going up the fucking Tower of Truth shit. You mean to tell me if I lose a Shao Kahn, I get knocked down to number fucking the second, like nigga, I'm not even on the mountain part. Like you still see some of the water, like. Fuck that.
And instead, Vito Milnicki got that spot, and he struggled. I mean, he won, but he won by the skin of his teeth. He struggled against someone he probably should have not struggled with, and it was like, okay, he probably should have won, but he struggled a little bit too much for me.
I feel like he should have won too, but it comes down to like effort again. Like sometimes, like your effort could really be the damn the deciding factor. It seemed like he could have tried harder. Like it felt like he wanted to be there, but it just felt like he was fighting like Xander Zayas.
He's just
not as good as Zayas.
I mean, I've been saying for a while. I think we just admit Guido's just not good. Like
he's not.
He's just not good. Yeah, he tries a bit, and it's just like he could have done more, but it was just like there's a certain level that Guido is at, and I think we know that there's a ceiling on his.
There's a ceiling. So, but it's still a good litmus test for Torres. I heard it's actually main event, and I'm surprised with that. But so if
Oh,
So if Torres is getting the main event on Guido, remember I mentioned Guido as I was bouncing back for either guy for Jared or a Guido test. So it's still a good litmus test for either guy.
I'm gonna do like this Guido and Vito, all the Soprano sounding motherfuckers. Like Top Rank is really doing y'all a favor, and I think they're doing it at a disservice and at the expense of more talented, better black fighters.
Facts.
And I don't want to be the guy who's like, oh, racism, because we kind of call it down the middle. But yeah, Top Rank got to get away from that. Like,
wasn't they calling him white magic at one point? Like,
yeah, like they
Vito. No, real quick.
They give these niggas too many fucking chances.
I thought Vito won that fight. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Vito won.
Yeah,
I thought so too, but he didn't look good.
Yeah, it was just
he let the other dude get off the offense too much, and it's like there were times where they fought like you couldn't tell who was the prospect, who was the nigga that they trying to make the guy. You couldn't tell them apart.
Basically, this is like this is like when I watch wrestling and I'd be like, okay, the star is going against the jobber, and the jobber is getting all like 50-50 offense in. Like, who are we pushing? Who are we pushing? Who's the one who's supposed to be pushing? Like,
y'all just got like 1, 2, 3 kids doing all types of high flying stupid shit, and like Jake the Snake just fucking around. Like you start looking like it. Hold on, like yeah, we need to I like this kid Lightning motherfucker. Like we need to do something with him. Like, but motherfucker with the snake, I don't know.
No. I did see Vito got rocked pretty bad a couple times. I was driving,
like I said, I think Guido's at this point because he has a decent fan base that does come out to see him. I will say that. I've seen that. And like I said, there's some talent to him, but there's a clear ceiling. I mean, I think you put him in there with Zayas. Like that's the match you got to make. And then
he done 160 now. Remember, that was his first fight at 160. So
I think he can still make
it. Bro, dude, it gets back to I know y'all niggas ain't the biggest fans of Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
140, not Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah, we know which one you're talking about.
Okay, sorry. Just for the other niggas out there, don't think I'm going somewhere far with it. Like, but you see, like, Brandon Lee's offense is so dynamic where you have to really be boxing the shit out of him, or you got to really, your offense got to be really 50-50 with this to where you're like, okay, like, yeah, he's getting around.
Well, I mean, like
Vito doesn't have that. Like, he doesn't have nothing that's like that extra. Like
that's why I was about to say, like, I get it, and I'm not the biggest Brandon Lee fan. I've said there's definitely a ceiling to him, but
of course. But
at least the thing with Brandon Lee is he has an exciting style, and he's a lot gamier, if that's even a word, a lot more gamier than fucking Vito. Like
agreed.
You're gonna you're gonna.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I think you fucking said it.
Because he got
it was that's what he was lacking, that gamier, okay, let me kind of go in, and Zayas kind of lacks a little of it too. It's just Zayas base, like Zayas has a better starting base than Vito when it comes to like his autopilot, where Vito, it really looks like, damn nigga, like come on, like just like you called it with the difference with Lee.
That knockdown on Brandon Lee when he got dropped fucking brutally, he came back and won that fight. He was hurt for 3 rounds.
Again, like
and then the Campbell fight after. The Campbell fight was a war,
Like last night, like I said, that night, that Saturday and that Friday night, it's obvious, like from what I saw, even in that fight against Vito, where I thought he won the fight, but it was like that let me know if Vito's lucky, because if he was in there with a livelier dog, that shit would have went completely different. Completely.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Now 160. Now at 160, Troy might body him.
I don't know about all that now.
Hey, no, he got a nice knockout. Remember, he had a crazy knockout a year ago.
I mean,
honestly, like
he might actually.
That might could. If we joking about it, we talking about it. It's possible. Like, but yeah, Top Rank gotta like. Abdullah Mason need to be on the fucking main card by now.
Facts.
When y'all had Dreamland looking good, y'all didn't have him on the main card. Y'all took forever for Keyshawn to get the main. Like, bro, like y'all and I think ESPN sees this shit.
They had Mason, no, but they had Mason as a main, or they had Mason as the co-main or opener last time, right? So he's
Then why the fuck he go back? Like, bro, keep him like, dude, like Vito ain't got the motion like that. Pause.
No, he wasn't the co-main on that last on the King.
He was the opener. He was the opener, but he was the opener on the main. He was opener on the main card.
He was the opener on the main card. Yeah.
Well, Vito, is Vito from New York?
Chris Brett, I like that. Affirmative actions boxing, because when I was watching that fight, me and Ezra, shout out to Ezra, we were both like, yo, this is a fucking DEI fight. This is if DEI was in boxing, this is a DEI fight if I ever seen that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Vito's getting a spot that some other hungry black kid could easily go. And look, and I know Pilot mentioned Guido, but every time I see Guido get an opportunity, I just shake my head in fucking disgust, knowing that goddamn Johnny Rice bodied this cracker like years ago, and he's fucking working security, and this motherfucker is still doing main events.
Yeah, it ain't been back since. And
like,
Rice
God damn it.
Rice ain't been back since.
I mean, the one thing I will say about Guido is at least Guido, that is some bullshit. But Guido does try to make the most of his opportunities. I feel like he does at least.
He does, but god damn, like dude, making the most out of opportunities that you shouldn't even be getting is fucking crazy. First of all.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same.
Like you better make the most out of your fucking opportunity. You don't deserve it, nigga. God damn.
Yeah, no. Rice has 2 upsets and doing security. I'm like, that's fucked up. That's boxing politics 101 for your ass. Like,
bring this man got a great personality. Bring him in some commentary. Like, and this is the shit the Zone could really be doing. Like snatching up niggas like that on some like, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we've asked him before about pro boxing shit like that. I'm positive. I mean, we must have. Like we talked.
I don't even know if we did on pro box.
I feel like Rice ain't been back since he stopped Guido. I'm not checking boxer, but he ain't been back since Guido.
He hasn't because of politics. He's literally told me it's politics because when I interviewed him after that fight, we were talking some of the shit I got off camera. Like, the politics was like. Because he mentioned he got offers though, but they're kind of lowballing.
Now, we love Johnny's the best friend of the show. I have heard before that he has a personality where I don't know, maybe it's some smear campaign, but I have heard like some people don't like him.
I did hear as well that he I don't know how true it is, but I did hear that he rubbed some heavyweights the wrong way. Having some notable names, I'll say that. I did hear that.
Yeah, I need to hear it, but what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are we serious?
I don't know how true it is. Somebody did tell me that. Somebody did tell me that he rubbed some heavyweights the wrong way. Pause. I don't know if it's true or not, but
someone mentioned to me that PBC or whatever, the higher ups didn't like some of the higher ups didn't fuck with him, or like some of the he was I don't know, some weird.
Yeah, Johnny told me that PBC does not want to fuck with him. Like for there's a couple of reasons. He's told me that himself.
What the fuck did this?
He probably would have beat Wilder.
But I will say for Vito though, because obviously I think Top Rank wants to develop some middleweights. So like they're probably gonna keep Vito where he is because he sells tickets though. But I think they're starting to backtrack from Nico Ali, who took another L that night. Too.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Was it a bad L or what?
I missed that one, but in live chat, everybody was saying basically
he looked like
lost
shit.
every round.
He got whooped on. Yeah,
he looked like shit.
So he should have took that fucking Jake Paul fight when he had the chance.
Basically.
And I guess he got. I saw though. I heard the cards and they got 50-56 on one, right? He got he almost.
Yeah, it was a split.
God damn.
But honestly, he lost that fight, and truthfully, I hate to say it too, but Jake Paul might actually beat him too. Like that, he's not.
He might. Yeah, he probably would. He probably
actually bigger too.
Yeah. So
Chris Brand, I feel you, but I'll say this, and I'm not a Vito fan. I would put him above Joey Spencer. For what it's worth.
Oh yeah.
I think Vito is more skilled than Joey. I think Joey looked like he got more talent.
That would have been PBC should have made that fight. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Two Americans.
Nigga, all they did was just replace him with Vito.
No, they were at 2 different points in their careers. There was no way they were going to match them.
Yeah,
up.
true.
I think Vito. I mean, I think Vito has a ceiling, but I think his ceiling is a hell of a lot higher than Joey Spencer. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, Joey. Joe, I never believed in Joey at all. Vito was like there was at least a inkling.
I saw Joey on the zone literally take a 0 from a dude that should have won, a Mexican American dude that was undefeated, beat his ass.
Who is that? Who is that UK dude that Avanesian beat? Because Joey Spencer's the UK, the American
Kelly, Josh Kelly.
Yeah, Josh Kelly. Joey Spencer is just an American Josh Kelly. Bomb.
I could see that because when I first seen Joey, like he had like the quick hands, he had some pop in his shots, but it didn't really evolve from more than that. Like he's still the same.
And then I saw him as
a guy with quick hands and some pop, and that's it.
I saw him as
nothing else.
"quote unquote" PBC prospect of the year for 3 years straight. I'm like, how are you still the prospect of the year for like 4 years in running, dog?
Yeah, I mean he was fighting, and then like because he started fighting because he wouldn't stop fighting like these jobbers, and then sooner or later, like a cat with 3-3-3 record was putting hands on him, and there was a whole bunch of shit like Spencer
he's spoiled on the vine. I don't know, like y'all signed these white boys. Y'all think they gonna be superstars and shit.
No, the fight he got the gift on the zone. I watched it. I was looking at it like
you be whiting it up in there. Yeah.
I was looking at his eyes and paused, and I was like, "Damn, dude, looking a little old now." Like he before he was like young, fresh. Look, he looked like that Joey that loss or whatever just kind of ended his whole.
That come from hearing all those damn conversations about, boy, you're killing, like you're blowing it, man. Like you got to do better. Like, like you got to jab. You got to you hearing all that shit because like these are the shout out to Marquise, what up, and Chris Brown. I know King P mentioned the affirmative action, but yeah, that these niggas really all on some affirmative action shit for boxing, like, because like. I feel like Keyshawn and Mason, like them niggas should be like headlining, like they need to be like a triple, add somebody else in there, and they need to be like a triple threat for top rank, like almost how like main events had Chris what's his name? Goddamn, Juan Diaz, Francisco Bajado, and Rocky Juarez. Like how I know Pat remembers how. You had so many cards with those three.
Mm-hmm.
Top rank need to kind of do some shit like that. Like bring all these niggas up at the same time. Like you got them.
Yeah, and competitive fights. Just just make one of the fights competitive and the other ones are fighting showcases. Like all three fights in the are competitive as fuck. They're 50-50 fights or 55-45. Something that's like close to.
Because that's the thing. Y'all get this money. See, y'all, and I'm gonna just say it because I know we've been on this topic for a minute. So we're gonna wrap it up. Like, y'all always let the niggas do all the hard work, heavy lifting to get these deals. But then when y'all get the deals, y'all back away and say, all right, let's bring Rudolph Krauser, Chris Kroshkins from Ukraine, Zavistan. Then y'all want to give them niggas money and let's get Zanzibar Zix back. Like, y'all getting all these niggas sounding like goddamn Harry Potter characters and shit. And then y'all big them up, get them money, get them big fights, get them this, that. And then y'all back when it's time to be on the chopping block again, y'all start going back to the chitlin circuit. Like, hold on, damn, find some niggas. Yeah, he got hands. Yeah, him too. Yeah, he got brothers. Goddamn, his auntie and his sisters sing. Fuck it, bring it. Like y'all know what y'all doing, bro. And I don't like seeing this shit. Like, I'm just calling it out. Like, and I don't even be on this type of time. But yeah, like y'all gotta stop that shit. Like, if niggas is making y'all successful, then reward them motherfuckers too, bro. Like, stop giving placements to motherfuckers like Vito and shit, and Guido and all these motherfuckers. Like, goddamn. And Johnny Rice cannot be that fucking bad a person where, like, if y'all want him, if y'all hate this nigga, get him beaten then.
But make sure you pay him.
Pay him, yes. Pay this nigga to get beaten, and then he can fuck off with his life. But y'all don't even do that. Yeah. Y'all reward the sorry motherfuckers with no personality and no skills. And I'm not even trying to shit on Guido, but if we comparing him to Johnny, come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, y'all don't like the nigga. Get him whooped and put him on a retirement plan, service package.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. Just get,
That's all it is. But to have him hang around and don't let me get the bag. Fuck. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all top rank do better.
Facts. But yeah, we definitely give Top Rank some bars though. But yeah, another fight that needs to get some bars too is Jack Catterall, and Arnold Barboza. And like when we were previews, we all said this fight would because their style clash.
We're shitting on this fight before it even happened.
Yeah, it was 12 rounds. It was just a whole bunch of feints, and it was feints in the first half, and it was just like a lot of non-action, a lot of movement, a lot of wasted movement, and I'm just like, God damn, it's really how we said it was going to be. With the exception of a flash knockdown that Catterall scored on Barboza, it was just, it largely seemed like Catterall, he kept his offense in the holster, and Barboza was just outworking him slightly to get some of probably the closer rounds.
It was so close fight, yeah.
Yeah, and Marky, that fight was AOL dial-up.
Damn.
Yeah.
And Blazing Killer, what it do? Salute, gang, gang.
I try to be the glass is half full, trying to be the optimist here. I would say two at least, a duck can make a pretty swan, but it was a little intriguing, but no, it was what we expected. It was unfortunate. Two niggas aren't going to commit.
It was unfortunate because funny things too is like these two have had moments where the offense was good or whatever, but yeah, it's like they need to. I think both these guys need to have some sort of real trouble in order for the offense to come. Or like Barboza Barboza has to be hit with some shit like he was in the Saucedo fight in order for him to actually wake up and actually throw hands. Or Catterall has to actually have really something to fight for, like he did in the first fight with Josh Taylor, to actually get his offense to be working.
He got dropped by Prograde too, and then he dropped him twice after. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be something.
Yeah, that's when it turned up.
Yeah, two niggas that by nature don't naturally commit and go for it. It's it's ain't gonna be bizarre, man.
But it's like that's when the intangibles come in, where it's like, yo, you're fighting for your career. I don't care if it's a title shot, because you could be one of these motherfuckers who get title shots, and you could be a champion that no one wants to see you fight. Then you start getting the trash opportunities where you're the B side and you're the fucking undefeated champion.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to look at. And these niggas don't look at all that. They just look at winning the fight in the most least combative way. Like, the fuck.
Right. Yeah, and this is what aggravates us, especially more with Barboza, because it's just like Barboza won the fight, and yes, he's the interim WBO champion. Of course, he made a big thing over it, and I get it because dude is kind of been on the shelf for so long, and he's probably a half step closer to either becoming the full world champion or getting the shot against Teofimo Lopez.
Dude never makes the most of his damn opportunities, though.
Yeah. Exactly.
We got to go back to the Saucedo fight for a week and be like, yeah, he was an entertaining fight.
Yeah, and we have to, and Saucedo can't keep doing it because now he's in a position where Teofimo can either say, you know what, I don't feel there's no money in this fight. Let me give up this belt, and then bam, dude is a champion, and it does, and it's a great disservice to him, but it's like Barboza just simply does not incentive for people who actually want to watch Barboza like that.
I mean, they literally ignored his ass. You remember that night? Remember that night where Teofimo beat or won the belt at 140, and his dad or Barboza and his dad were there, and they just literally ignored him.
yeah, they did. And this is when Barboza was still top
like that. But it's like it comes to a point where it's like, no, if niggas is ignoring you, it's something you doing, bro.
Yeah, and I get it. It's a big thing. It's a big step because of your career. But it's just like. You're basically not giving. I mean, I know we just talked about this offline with Teofimo not, obviously being quote unquote blackballed, from fighting the bigger fights.
The irony, blackballed, really?
Yeah.
Also ironic is that a nigga like Barboza is Teo's payday.
Yeah, that's actually. Actually, if you remember, I should post it now. Well, reposted. I actually drew artwork with Barboza versus Teo. It seemed like the biggest. You remember it, right?
Yeah.
See, it seemed like the biggest waste of time because that shit ain't never happened.
No. Yeah.
Might be a bigger waste than goddamn. The Charlo Hurd picture.
Facts. Yeah, and I get it too because it's like, yeah, I mean, Barboza is right to demand the Teal fight, but Teal's, I mean, unless Teal's not gonna give it to him, and Teal's gonna get stripped, but Teal's also the lineal champion, so it's like
Teal. I mean, the style wise, Barboza says spoilers that Teal could lose to Barboza. I mean, really,
and that's also
that's true too. Like, and think about it. Like, see, that fight was better on Top Rank because if it was close, Teal would get the decision. But now, like, niggas ain't gonna be watching out for T.O. like that. So Barboza very well could maybe nick that.
Yeah, spoil and I know that's like that's a nightmare for Teal right there. It's just like, okay, if I can't knock him out, then dude will give me 12 rounds of struggle. He might move around. Teal has issues with movers and with light hand punchers.
And I do want to mention real quick. It's unfortunate. I saw Breadman make a post about this. That it's like how bad decisions ruin boxing. Like literally, Catterall should be undisputed. You should have been undisputed. You know what I'm saying? You should have been undisputed champ at least.
Right.
At least. And like now, dude got dude's pretty much SOL.
Like basically,
but let's not act like he ain't have his opportunities though.
Sure did.
That's why because the fight was close. The fight was close where the nigga at home I thought was gonna Catterall's gonna probably win a we watch match from late. Like the UK nigga always wins. You know what I'm saying? When it's a close fight. And
but then it's like think about it. Like Catterall barely won his last fight. He had to get like 2 knockdowns.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of losing that low key. He was kind of losing that fight until he got the knockdowns.
Yeah.
And they didn't program.
And you're not talking about losing like a barn burner. Damn. What's that wrestler nigga used to say? Slobber knocker. Like,
yes,
you're losing a
slobber knocker.
Jim Ross, yeah. Like, you're losing a slow ass ho hum who give a fuck fight. And that's the worst fight needing to fucking have a come back behind the victory type shit. Cause it's like, how you the younger, fresher, bigger puncher guy and you losing like this in this type of fight, nigga? Like, so nah, like.
Yeah, like, it's hard to sympathize.
I saw the Bread tweet pilot too. I agree, but like it's not the worst. This ain't the worst boxing type of luck.
Yeah, no. It's not because it's unfortunate that it's a rare fight where both the winner and the loser just didn't do anything to help themselves or really advance their actual standing or their following. It's just
because if boxing was just trying to be right. Catterall would have got the decision in the first fight with Josh Taylor. That didn't happen. If boxing was trying to be semi-right, Josh Taylor would have just moved up to 147. And Catterall would have been looked at as kind of like the dude. Yeah. And it would have made a better case for him. I honestly don't think they even needed the rematch. Like, it was such a big robbery. It's like, hey, just look at Catterall as that dude and keep it moving. But then it's like his performances kept going down till it almost looked at like the first Josh Taylor fight was like a fluke or his pure peak. Like your peak, your pinnacle can't be the moment where you got robbed.
Facts. Like you gotta body some cats in there. I mean, not just knock them down. You gotta body some cats.
You gotta and he couldn't keep bodying niggas to keep the interest up. So, like, he got the Linares opportunity. That was a highlight moment waiting for him. Because he had one fight after that where he looked good and he was throwing hands, but this motherfucker, that jobber nigga was tough.
Yeah, and we accepted that. Like, that was...
We accepted it because it was an entertaining fight. Fuck it. It was a good fight.
Yeah.
But, okay, after that, we're like, okay, Linares, here's your moment to damn knock a nigga out and get the pewters puting in. He fucking laid an egg.
Yeah.
Also, I remember the fight before that. He fought a random nigga named Foley, a random British nigga named Foley, and did he even drop him? He couldn't stop him, but I don't. It's the dude you're supposed to knock out after your Taylor. I think it was after Taylor.
Nigga, we just talked about that.
We just talked about that.
I missed it. My bad.
Yeah, man. I literally was like, it was a good fight. Like he was putting hands on dude. Like I heard him. But the dude was tough. Like that's the fight I'm talking about. Like so, and we was cool with that fight.
Yeah.
But the Linares fight he failed to live up to that shit. He fucked his momentum with that. That's the boxing guys coming home to roost on that shit.
Right.
Because you fucked a lot of real niggas out of money on that fight, motherfucker. So I don't feel sorry for your bitch ass right now, nigga. Nah.
Yeah.
But so he had the Linares fight. Fuck that up. Had the Prograis fight. Fuck that up too. Because the way Prograis looked against Haney, like he was supposed to run over Prograis.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He had to fucking fight his way back into the motherfucker. So it's like, how many chances are you going to give Catterall for just that one great performance against Josh Taylor when he fucking lost?
I'm going to be honest. He was living off that first fight for a little too long.
Thank you. That's my whole point. So I don't even feel bad about this. Like, you lost a close decision and you're the hometown guy. Nigga, your career shouldn't even got to this point.
Facts.
He made it that way. Like, there's niggas who... James Kirkland should have been a fucking champion.
Facts. Also facts.
Like, get the fuck out of here. All the goddamn eliminators he had to face and never the fucking title fight. Like, come on. Like, so nah, like, you're not gonna... Niggas ain't gonna sell me on no hard luck story for Jack Catterall, bro. Like, if I ain't even let Rigondeaux get a hard luck story, because I'm like, bro, you bored us to tears some of these fights, nigga. Like... And then when you fight some random motherfucker in Japan, you have a fight of the years. Anytime you fight on American soil, you trying to get your damn put us to sleep. So it's like, nigga, like balance, motherfucker. Like, god damn.
Yeah, both these guys need to find balance because Barboza is like, well, we'll see. I mean, Barboza gets a big fight with this or he becomes champion. Like, we'll see how he goes though. But both guys didn't do themselves a lot of favors. Like, it should have been.
They do the fans a favor, damn sure.
Yeah. And then just to mention real quick before we obviously go into the big card, Oscar Duarte, Miguel Madueno on Golden Boy card, hell of a slugfest. And I'll say this: Duarte is getting to the point where you could really build him into something at 140. Oscar needs to move him into a big 140 fight because I think Duarte is getting to the point where now he's. I mean, and of course, barring, of course, the knockout loss to Ryan Garcia or whatever, which he was putting hands on Ryan Garcia, of course, prior to the stoppage.
He fucking was. Yeah. Because he had Ryan Garcia looking worried in that fight. Like, that look you start looking up at the light.
It was a real competitive fight.
Yeah, it was a real competitive fight, though. But Madueno should have known not to take that much punishment from Duarte. Like, Duarte punches a little bit too hard for you to actually want to take his punches like that. And that's what eventually started. That's what broke him down because he took too many. It wasn't a bicep. It was just he took too many clean punches from Duarte, and Madueno was just like and fell apart. Duarte's getting to be dangerous, and Oscar needs to move him into a direction for more significant 140 fights. And hopefully he doesn't spoil. He doesn't, so he doesn't spoil on the vine like what Zepeda is starting to do. Unfortunately, without getting his title shot. So it's like,
with the Tevin, like we're really having a goddamn Bronco McCart series with this Tevin Farmer fight. Like,
Winky Bronco McCart fight. Honestly, if any of those fights were actually like wars or even underrated, I would have put one of them for Forgotten Fade. Because there's three of them. There were three of them damn fights, nigga. Like, they're definitely forgotten, but they're not really fades. Like,
it's right up there in the same. They're on the same shelf as the Byron. I said Byron. The Robert Allen and Bernard Hopkins fights.
Yeah, facts. Although the second one was hard, though. The second fight was hard, but the third fight was just like, huh?
But this ain't the Antoine Echols the collection. Like, that's somewhere else.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of all these damn mid-ass fights getting like it's like having a mid horror movie series that becomes a franchise and you're like, wait, what? Like, that's a friend. Y'all made 12 of those? Like,
honestly, I could probably create a whole new series, articles on mid fights, but I'd probably have less motivation to write about them.
And you know what? What the fuck? Like, and it sounds good in theory, but honestly, that would be one of those Well, what's that meme where I think Lisa Simpson's at the computer and I think Marge puts her hand on her shoulder like, that's enough internet for today?
Yeah.
That would be one of those. It'd just be like, yo, I think that's enough. That's enough boxing for today, bro. Like, we not gonna celebrate mid fucking fights here. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
like, chill. It's okay.
I mean, like watching, I'd rewatching. I'm like, why am I watching this mid ass fight again?
Yeah, that you start doing other shit. This nigga gonna start doing bicep curls, push ups. He up there doing laundry,
some shit like that. You know, like,
reading a book. You start writing about another fight.
Yeah.
Oh, that exchange reminded me of Sugar Ray Leonard's 13th professional fight.
Yeah.
And I think I might just see that again. And like,
yeah,
fucking TV gonna be looking at you, nigga.
But I just have definitely Duarte though. Like I said, Duarte is where he's on the rise right now. And Madueno, at least that was the first time he was stopped, and and he was just coming up giving Keyshawn Davis a good hard fight over the distance. So yeah, Madueno, I'm pretty sure will be rebuilt and he'll be back on Pro Box or whatever. So I mean, he's still in demand. But that's a fight where both guys, the winner and loser, kind of up there standing a little bit. That was the opposite, of course, of Barboza and Catterall. So like I definitely have to give them their props for that, and
let me give you a quick question. I'm gonna be on some pilot shit. Duarte, you think he beats Tio?
He definitely I think there's enough. I think he has enough upside to do it.
60-40 Tio?
I would say somewhere around there. Yeah. I
agree.
Because Duarte has the power and the work rate. Because dude throws hard punches, he can throw it over the distance.
He has the right exact amount of gaminess, that the King P word.
Yeah, gaminess.
Where like you need for like a talented guy like Tio. Like,
yeah.
That's a good That's a good fight, actually.
Yeah, like I said, Duarte stopped Jojo Diaz. Like he was the first person to do it. Like he was the first person to really get Jojo Diaz like that.
I stepped away. But you know what sounds like violence? Duarte versus Matias.
And that does too.
Yeah.
Like
it sounds like a fun ass. This is like that fight. That's the exact opposite of Barboza versus Catterall. It's the exact opposite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 140.
Yeah, that's the anti-Catterall Barboza.
And that's what I'm saying. 140 has the fights you can make, and there are fights that are being made. But 140 can really be a marquee division if more right fights get made. Like,
because you can do full like cards, like triple headers with just 140 fights.
Yeah, exactly.
There ain't too many divisions you could do that. You could do that with heavyweights. You could do that with junior middleweights. And you could do that with the 140.
Yeah, like you could 140. I'd say like 140. I think 140 just needs a couple sparks to kind of. I mean, it's never gonna be 154. 154 is just a division full of like niggas. 154 is your division of like of high powered, high tier, like top tier fades. Like
I just river monsters over there, bro. Like like 140 is like a good aquarium.
I did see that Bud Crawford great interview with the Naja and Cigar Talk. I did see that, and he said 154. I ain't gonna lie, he did sound like there's no legacy fight at 154. He said there's no legacy fight. Like,
there's no
see, and fuck. And this is what I said before. Like that nigga got at 154, and he saw all those tough ass fights, and was like, yeah. Fuck this! Like this ain't.
Say, I'm a Bud guy, but he did say he wanted to go undisputed. And today on the interview I watched, he's like, "No, I don't want to go undisputed." I'm like,
yeah, dude, that Madrigal fight kind of spooked him, son. That was like the first time this nigga really had to like kind of stay focused, dig down, for a whole 12 rounds, bro.
100%, yeah, 100%,
100%.
And he had to win the last two fights clear in order to win. Yeah, he had
to make sure he won those championship rounds.
Yeah, he had to win those rounds for sure. Yeah.
And think about it, like no legacy with the whole. I don't like the whole no legacy fight at 154 because being undisputed at 154 doesn't really have legacy fights necessarily, but they have totality.
Would knocking out Jamel Charlo be a legacy thing if he was able to stop Jamel?
If not, Jamel got to fight somebody credible when he come back first. Yeah. If he just because all we're going to think about is the Canelo fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, because unfortunately, Mel's status took a hit with that Catterall fight. Like it took him because it wasn't competitive.
I'm not going to say there's no legacy fight at 154. I think the legacy is in the totality of 154 rather than one singular fight.
But he's old. He's 37. He don't want to run through those cams and
nigga, that's his fucking fault. Nobody told this nigga to take fucking time and all fight once a year for the last 5 years. That's his fucking fault. So when we evaluate these niggas, we gotta keep that in mind too. No one told him, look, hey, fight once every 18 months, nigga. But yeah, 154 is a totality. There's a reason why most niggas think Jermell Charlo is a Hall of Famer off rip right now.
Yeah, and he is.
And he fucking is, because the totality. 154 is one of those divisions where it don't even matter who holds the belts, but if you collected them shits, you fucking collected them shits.
It's always been that way because he's the first ever. He's that first ever undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 4 belt, whatever, what may happen.
Exactly.
He's the first 154.
I remember Jermell competed in damn near 2 different separate eras of 154.
He's fun to block for sure. But
yeah,
it's
most of these niggas in Crawford complaining about one fucking era. Like nigga, like dude, just you want the money fight. I get it. Bill Haney gassed you up, said, hey, it's the Canelo fight for you. I get it. Just if that's what you truly want, just go. Don't all this undisputed. You ain't have to say none of that shit, bro. Like the legacy, no, bro. Because now you're gonna. So now everybody 154 gonna be like, God damn, I'm not a legacy fight. No, nigga, tough fucking fights. Yeah, if Crawford was a dish rag, Murdalayev, nigga, come on. Like, are we gonna really shit on that performance?
Fuck no. Like,
no.
Fuck no.
But
you niggas seen what he did to Zoo?
You're gonna see a lot of people that's gonna say, who's Bachram? He just had 1 win against Tim Zoo, who was already shot. You know, they're gonna say that kind of
I get it, but it's how you look in that 1 win. Look, bro, we just finished talking about a nigga who rode 1 win all the way up to fucking now with Jack Catterall.
Yeah,
and he didn't even fucking win.
But yeah,
Murdalayev beat the shit out of Zoo in 3 rounds. He literally gave him Trinidad Vargas punishment in just 3 rounds.
3 rounds, probably worse.
Probably worse. Nigga look like he could have starred in a fucking movie and went Instagram Live afterwards.
Tito's my personal goat, but Vargas gave him some work too. You know what I'm saying? Vargas.
I mean, it's the fight of the year, of course.
Yeah, that fight. It's one of my favorite fights of all time for sure.
That's the one fight when it's a new boxing fan. You be like, "Yo, watch this."
You showed them that, yeah. Top 3. You showed them that shit.
That's a top 3, top 5 fight for new boxing. Any boxing fan, but
any boxing fan easily.
We just putting this out there before we go. If you meet a nigga who's into boxing and you trying to put him on the good fights, Tito Vargas. That's it.
Easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the rabbit hole they could go down afterwards from both fighters, it'd be better than most other rabbit holes.
Facts.
Pause.
Facts.
Because you say this, if you say, man, Canelo Golovkin too, all right. But then after you get that fight, you start going into other shit. And it's like, no, we still want you to rock out with us. But yeah, man, we ain't got much else to say on that. Like, yeah, Duarte look like he's up.
Yeah, it definitely, and Marijuana, like I said, we'll probably see him on Pro Box or whatever in the very near future. Like I said, overall, it was a entertaining week. It was an entertaining week. Well, largely entertaining weekend of boxer, just not on the UK side. Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, but of course, this coming weekend, though, we have the big card. The one where it's 7 main events.
The last crescendo. I'm going to enjoy this card. I'm going to
the last work shift.
Yeah, where people want
y'all packing a lunch for Saturday or y'all ordering?
No, I don't. I'm going to a fight party for myself.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I will have my steak and eggs ready. This is a steak and eggs. They're starting at like 11 in the morning. So
10:30 Eastern.
10:30. There we go.
10:30 Eastern.
Nothing says.
Finally, it's 7:30.
Nothing says fights. Nothing says fighting for breakfast like steak and eggs.
I know. I saw fucking prelims start at 6:30 somewhere. Somebody said that.
Are we getting hash brown with those eggs?
I mean, all I know is
fries. Yeah, I'm going home fries. Good old home fries.
Oh, I know. Shout out to my man, Mr. Leonidas. His whiz is cooking breakfast, and then we're having a catered food later on in the afternoon. Like so his whiz is cooking. So for the breakfast, so shout out to him. Shout out to him for doing that.
The fact that you're gonna eat breakfast and have dinner watching the same boxing card is fucking ridiculous.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
That is fucking crazy.
It is mind blowing. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
I could not just imagine that in years, bro. Like, okay, steak and eggs. I had some home fries. We put hot sauce on them eggs. Make sure you got cheese on the eggs, and we vibing. Welch's grape, and then you get hungry 3 o'clock.
and I've sat through some long cards, but I think this is the first one.
Bro, you're sitting through a card long enough to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at. What is going on? Like,
that's I'm all for this. Like, I'm happy. Like, I mean, because I'm a hardcore boxing fan, but I got a heart. Like, I really do want the sport to grow and be bigger and casuals. I want everybody to love boxing as much as I do. But goddamn, you gotta admit, man, this is a lot to ask.
And just don't give us a garbage ass halftime performance, and on top of it, don't give us some artists we don't give a fuck.
I mean, so
about.
far,
and keep the card moving. Like none of this 30 minutes in between fights shit.
I mean, so far, so good. I mean, I haven't heard anything about any special performances or anything like that. So,
we heard about them already. They wouldn't be special, would they? Now,
well, I mean, because usually Turkey would put out a tweet like, "Hey, the rapper Eminem will be here" or some shit like that. That's what I think.
No, I'm thinking the fucking candy bar. The two big M&Ms is going to start rapping. Oh, what fucking be so out of yo, man? This all be so fucking out of touch. I gotta speak on this. This shit with the grip strength and the one show that they're in the ring and they're talking and the mic's cutting out. Like, yo, y'all need to get it together. Y'all gotta stop with this goddamn Amos and Andy, Ren and Stimpy, low level PBS style production shit y'all doing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, niggas just talk like I get the aesthetic y'all was trying to have. But when y'all gonna do that, y'all gotta step it up. It need to look like some Legendary Nights, HBO film quality shit. Like it can't just be like, all right, just get a bunch of niggas, throw them in the ring, put a couple folding chairs, and hey, let's rock out. No, right. And then the audio fucking up. Just get like y'all have too much money circulating to have these type of damn issues. That's all I'm saying. They just feel like this card has no type of buzz outside the hardcore boxing stratosphere. And it's a shame because you really have 7 main events, or at least 6. Because Smith Buatsi is.
I mean, it could be a UK main event.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to do that, but it's a UK York Hall type of main event type shit. But 6 main events and one strong co-main. Because I ain't gonna lie, Buatsi Smith is like that's a good co-main, but main event, I'm like, hey, mate, let's go to this card down the street. I got tickets type shit.
and I believe that's the opener on the main card. And further too, it's an actual 50-50 fight. It's more 50-50 than another fight. That's an actual main event, but it's not.
It's a great fight. A great fight and great opener, I feel like. But yeah, it's not a
Nah, because Buatsi could be fucking boring, bro.
Yeah, he does fight. I mean, both guys. Like, I've never forgave Callum Smith for what he did against Canelo because as a big dude, I was disgusted with how he fought in the Canelo fight.
I know Callum was supposed to be like, Callum was a lot of hype and shit, and he just like.
I mean, the dude was giving us fight of the years. He's big. He gives good performances, energy. It just remember he had the John Ryder fight where it was like, should have lost that.
Yeah. And then Canelo's punching him on his arms, and he's getting knocked around the ring for 12 rounds and not doing anything, even though he's the much bigger fighter.
And we thought he would give some resistance to Beterbiev, but Beterbiev just fucking throat punched him.
Beterbiev is Beterbiev, so like I mean,
yeah, because he was throwing shit at Beterbiev.
I expected Callum to do better than he did, at least a little bit. Shit, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he did better in the.
he has a good left hook. And he landed that on Beterbiev.
I wouldn't have expected Yarde and what's his fucking name, Marcus Brown, to definitely do better than Colin against Beterbiev. That's all.
I can feel you on that. Well, your Yard is a little different. He already was on his redemption tour and was coming back and shit. Like, so he kind of fought above his skill level. So I kind of get that.
Yeah. He built himself back up.
And he did beat Arthur, I think, before that fight. So it's kind of like he got his lick back too. So
yeah,
he stopped him. He stopped him too.
Yeah, you're right. He did. Yeah, I got it on TikTok. You damn, I forgot he did. You're right.
Yeah, whereas Buatsi, I think at this point where he fucked up his career. Well, first he was with Eddie, and he made a lot, and he was actually a star in those Mandingo cards that Eddie used to be putting out during the pandemic. But Buatsi, for whatever reason, I guess he had a falling out with Eddie, and then he went to Queensberry, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'll never fight on an app again." And he was bad mouthing fighting on the app, and now look at him now, and then he's having struggle performances. And I know Denzel Bentley shot him. That's kind of like he's not he doesn't really he's not like that, but yeah, his boxing has is starting to spoil on the vine, and it's starting to show. For a guy that actually has power, he still has
a 0, right? He hasn't lost. Remember,
he hasn't lost, which is but I remember that Willie Hitchison fight that I watched.
He's looked like shit though.
He's looked like absolute shit. He hasn't stopped anyone in a while.
And that Hutchinson fight was very telling.
Yeah, I watched it. I'll be watching this podcast, and this guy keeps calling him like the UK poor man's Andre Ward. What the
fuck?
God damn, yo. And that's what I'm saying. Like Buatsi, I want to like Buatsi, but he doesn't give me too much to like.
Nah, he don't, man. Like he really don't.
But who has him actually? Who has Buatsi beating Callum Smith?
I actually got Smith in this one. I got Callum Smith in this one. So
the same. What are we thinking? We thinking decision or KO?
I think he survives, but I wouldn't. A late stoppage would not surprise me either, because fucking Buatsi ran out of steam like at least 3 times in that Hutchinson fight.
He did.
So
yeah, but Hutchinson brings. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on, wait, Hutchinson. That's that white dude, right?
Yeah,
that was on the super card. I thought it was super card. It was one of those rock cards.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
Bro tailed off like 3 different times. Like Hutchinson was putting all types of hands
towards the end, right? I remember the end.
Because Hutchinson's stamina ain't the best either, though.
That's what makes it worse.
yeah. Because I was trying to remember, then I started remembering the fight. I'm like, yeah, like, but one thing is Hutchinson brings intensity though. Like I feel like Callum Smith is one of those, like, if Callum Smith played basketball, he'd be like almost like an Eddie Curry type of nigga. Like the stats and numbers will look good, but there'll be times where you're like, yo, he's just a big for no reason ass nigga.
Yeah, and the fun thing too is when
like sometimes he'll just be there.
Well, that's the other thing. How much?
Real quick, you had high hopes for Eddie Curry, huh? Eddie Curry gonna get.
The thing is that with Callum, it's how much does he have left in the tank? Because he hasn't been the most active, and he's taken a couple beatings. So like, yeah, which Callum are we getting? How much does he have left?
Yeah, because I feel like he could just end up just being in. Because honestly, this fight got potential to be a snoozer too.
Yeah,
like it's not like Callum Smith sets the world on fire with a good pace. He can, but you don't always get that from him.
Yeah, he can actually punch too, which is the thing. Like he has punching power, but it's just like
he does.
He gets complacent.
That's pilot. Like that. That's the best way to put it. I thought he was about to. I couldn't really hear what you were saying with the Eddie Curry shot. I don't. But he's my go-to.
What I'm saying is, because
big numbers.
I'm a Bulls fan, so like I remember that draft. Tyson Chandler and Eddie Curry were supposed to be the next big men. The next beasts.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and one turned out to be a fat slob.
Yeah, man. I haven't heard Tyson Chandler play.
He had a heart problem though. Eddie Curry did have a heart problem or something, but probably because his diet and shit. But
yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like, you can't say you have a heart problem and then eat like shit.
After you get in the league, you got a heart
Oh,
problem. After you get in the
Yeah,
league.
like where was this before?
he had a heart problem in more than one way. So
Yeah.
But man, was that my fucking team in NBA Live 2000? Jeez.
yeah, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Callum. Just by a smidgen. I'll go with decision. Callum decision.
Yeah, I'm actually although officially I bet on a money line for Callum Smith because he's the actual betting underdog. So, but I'm going for Callum decision myself.
And y'all got more faith than I do, man. I like this is one of those I wouldn't even bet fights, but if I did, it would be Buatsi on this one.
I could see it too. I can
By
see that.
what?
By decision. For some reason, I just think this fight on
could be
by boring decision where I feel like the first fight on this card that's really gonna start like I don't feel like this is the fight that's gonna set the card off. I think the Shiraz and Adames fight is what's gonna really just make everybody wake up.
No, I
This is the fight to tell everybody.
I think Zhang fight before that, so maybe that one.
But okay, so yeah, that's gonna be the one.
Yeah, Zhang and Caballero.
But this is the fight if you woke up late,
it's okay.
Or motherfucker got your steak and eggs running kind of late. Your breakfast kind of taking too long. This is the perfect fight for the opener. Like if you miss a couple rounds, you're not missing much.
Right.
Whereas you're not trying to miss any rounds from the other fights, and that's including the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Absolutely.
Buatsi by decision.
Pilot, what's your prediction for this?
Just like what LB said, I think Buatsi by decision. I think he's going to actually get up for this fight. Is he going to stop him? No, I don't think so. I'd like to see that. I like to see it, but I think he is a little bit more or less shop worn. You know what I'm saying? I think he knows if he wins this fight, he's at 175. He could probably maybe fight Benavidez after this, just because I think there's we'll talk about later. It could be a trilogy. I don't know. I'm just saying I think he knows he's in with in the turkey bag, so he's going to be up for this, and I think he'll win a comfortable decision.
Or he can fight Beterbiev. Look, if he gets a KO,
he might be next in line. So, but he knows he's like.
But he got to act like it if he KO dude.
Yeah, because light heavyweight's really thin right now. I mean, really, other than the top two, other than the main event we'll talk about later, besides Benavidez and I guess Morel, ain't nobody really there. You know what I'm saying?
It's too destructive to be a stacked division. Because as soon as you get into the top 5 or maybe the top 7, you start getting tough ass fights with monsters who can punch and fucking take your lights out. So it's like I said before, like when you get one of those fights, you're not gonna be taking 2 and 3 of those fights back to back, or you're lucky if you get 2 of them in a year. Like Beterbiev had Callum Smith and fucking Bivol in the same year, bro. That's not an easy task.
Yeah, because I mentioned before, 175 is like pound for pound has real punchers in that division, like serious punchers. Like, and then it's the only division where I understand why some of these guys fight one fight a year, because their one fight be brutal as fuck. And they got to kind of recover from that shit. It's the nature of the division. Like if a light heavyweight fights 3 fights in a year, then he's motivated or he's on something. Like
or he's a prospect. Yeah. But so I think Buatsi should win the fight. I think he's got enough boxing skills where he's a big enough guy. I mean, could Callum Smith maybe catch him or something? He's a bit, maybe
easily he can.
Maybe British chin will be activated one way or another. But no, I think Buatsi should win a comfy decision. And
British work rate.
But for our degenerate gambling niggas, so basically the odds for this fight are for money line, Buatsi -215, Callum Smith +164. Method of victory, Buatsi points decision +110, Buatsi KO +330, draw 1500, Smith points decision +330, and Callum Smith KO +470. So there's actually some pretty good odds on that.
God damn.
Yeah,
that fight just got too many possibilities, man.
Right.
Like,
So
I don't know. I would honestly only keep that fight in maybe one parlay. I wouldn't have 3 or 4 parlays with this fight.
yeah, that's why I would pick the money line. And if I create another, I'm going to create more parlays. But I might, if I I might put a draw in the parlay because that's also a possible.
That's definitely possible. You're right. Like, yeah, that honestly might be a good money line single.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just
that
like,
and a couple parlays with niggas with fights going the distance or going under the distance.
Right. Yeah, because it's gonna this fight can probably might piss off some people depending on how it turns out. Like both.
But I'm glad it's the first fight though. Like get the fucking mysterious, unpredictable fights out the fucking way. Like, like give us the easy to follow narratives for the rest of the night.
But I will say it still is a great capitalized, great opener. It's still a really dope fucking opener.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Like I said, bro, it would be a strong co-main anywhere else, and it'd be a solid UK main event. But as an opener, it's a great fucking opener, of course. Maybe 15 people might only see it, but great opener.
Wait, time out real quick. I know you mentioned before. What time is it supposed to actually start?
Nigga, come on, bro. Come on.
Nigga, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
7:30 a.m. 7:30?
I said this. I even said 10:30 Eastern time, 7:30 your time. I really said this.
Yeah, he even mentioned he's like in 7:30 pilot, because he was even saying to me on some like, well, you think that's bad, pilot time, like.
Holy fuck, 7:30. What the fuck?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga pilot swinging home runs, man. We gonna have to go live again because nigga, you're like unintentional comedy tonight, nigga. This nigga said you had 2 scroll ups within an hour, bro. Like, hold on, hey, salute Kang Sung. What it do? My bad. Like, we've been spitting, so I ain't really see what's happening. We chilling, God. Lord Frieza, salute Earthlings.
Yeah,
Earth.
that's my Shutter's fan basis for that one.
Yeah, like.
but then the next fight though, like, should definitely set off with Zhili Zhang and Ajit Caballo. And this is where heavyweight right now, truthfully, is in a golden age right now. Like it really, it's in an era right now because heavyweight for the most, and this is you could definitely attribute this to Turkey and then whatever, but heavyweight right now is, the fights that are getting made there are making sense, and they're, for the most part, they are delivering. And this one is fascinating because Caballero pretty much came from being like stuck, like fighting like once a year in Germany after he beat Chisora that was still prime. And
nigga, that Chisora win is aging good.
Yeah, exactly for him. And then he's coming.
Crazy, I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's why I said prime Chisora. Like that was a Chisora that would still give you a really super hard fight. Like, and he beat him, and then he just fought these one fights a year in Germany. But I think Pete mentioned that he had a lot of promotional issues and stuff like that. And then then all of a sudden he came back and he's bodying Boogeyman, Makhmudov. Boogeyman bodied him. What's his name?
Frank Sanchez.
Sanchez. Boogeyman bodied him.
Damn, I forgot about Frank Sanchez.
Although
a lot of niggas got bodied.
Yeah. Although I do wonder how much of that was him coming off an injury, because that knee was just he could not move on that thing. But it is what it is.
Better be had a knee injury too. If Frank Sanchez would have been putting motherfuckers out and stopped boring the fuck out of us, maybe he would have had to take that fight.
And like I said, and funny thing too is like, it wasn't like Frank Sanchez, like he was coming off the Junior 5 fight. And he knocked dude out on that one. I think it was like less than like 4 months before that. So,
he wasn't even looking good at that fight.
Yeah, Fa was actually looking
fake ass King P nigga was putting hands on him.
Yeah, that's truth too. But I have a whole new respect for Caballero. Like, goddamn, like bodying 2 Boogeyman like convincingly, like shit. And then, Zhili Zhang, obviously, dude took George versus Zero. He was the first person to crack the Juggernaut. And this was after the Hergovich fight, which obviously people think he should have won.
Gladiator finally showed up on the series.
Yeah.
Play for y'all X-Men niggas.
And then, of course, the Joseph Parker fight, which was a hard fight. He gave Parker a hard fight, but like I said, his conditioning was the reason why he lost that fight. Like his conditioning was so bad, you knocked Parker down twice, and you probably could have done more, but you simply didn't have the energy to do it and let Parker outwork you. But he redeemed himself by pretty much, I would say, knocking out Deontay Wilder in 5 rounds. And it was not the greatest of fight, but once he countered Deontay's right hand with that right hook, and then of course he bodied him with another right hand. It was highlight reel all over. So yeah, so pretty much now we're in the fight because Zhang is already over 40 years old. Like it's like, I mean, but he's still going strong. But it's just like, do we see him knocking out Caballero, which he's clearly capable of doing because Zhang has stones for a fist, or does Caballero kind of like, because Caballero, again, he's a heavyweight that goes to the body. He knows how to go to the body.
See if that youth can help him or somebody, because Zhang.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think Caballero gets bodied. I think Zhang bodies him early.
And honestly, I think the same way too. Like, and I've grown to respect Caballero, but Zhang's power is
the thing is, well, I mean, the thing is with Caballero is a guy that needs to like get volume, and so like to get you out of there, and so he's gonna work. And the thing is that kind of plays right into Zhang because you're gonna have to walk right. You're gonna walk right into the fire. You're gonna punch yourself right into the fire, and he's not exactly the most feeble, the most like defensively sound guy. Caballero is there to be
hit. Yeah.
So
there's this thing I just sent y'all in the group chat. Somebody sent me this a few months ago, but basically Caballero got a gift against this random dude back in 2023, where this dude was beating the shit out of him. Like this dude should have stopped him, but the ref saved him. He was fucking on the ropes, being fucked up. So I think Zhang is gonna get him. Yeah, I think Zhang gonna get him.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I mean, because Zhang is dangerous all throughout the 12 rounds, but he's really dangerous in the first half of the fight.
That's but the thing is, if you can get past Zhang in the 6th, like if you can get past the 7th round with Zhang, you might be all right. You might be good. You might maybe.
Yeah, because the problem with Zhang, and this is a problem with not the Hergovich fight per se, because he actually I think was in shape for that fight, but for the draw with Forrest and then for the Parker fight. Yeah, his conditioning was so bad that it cost him the fight.
At this point, I see Zhang as a 5-round fighter, but good luck getting past.
He did drop Parker. He did drop Parker late. He did. I was surprised when he dropped Parker.
He did.
Even though
he could, but then he couldn't follow up because you can see there were times where dude would just stand. You could see him breathing fucking heavy because he wouldn't follow up because he didn't have the stamina to do so. So
he can have his moments late, but like he can't put together.
I thought he beat Parker. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he beat Parker really, but
nah.
Wait. Hold on. Because I'm looking at the little video you sent. You thought Zhang beat Parker?
I thought it was close enough where he dropped him twice and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. No.
God damn! Hold on, and you seen that fight with Woodley with your guy and the other dude, right?
Let me rephrase it. I can see Parker winning, but I thought Zhang did enough to where he might have got the win. But I could see.
Nigga, you ain't even say a draw. You said full blown fucking win.
Oh, with 2 knockdowns, yeah. I thought maybe, but either way.
Nigga, all right, like you got homework, nigga. Watch fucking Cloud versus that Gabrielle nigga.
Campillo.
Yeah, Campillo. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that ain't it. What
the fuck?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Like, dude is beating the shit out of Caballero, but like I said, he's resilient, but his recovery is good because now he's putting hands back on this guy, got him on the ropes, and he's still hurt. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm still picking him to win to beat Zhang. Because this dude, like Caballero, like I've been picking against him, and he knows how to deal with bigger guys, bigger punchers. He stays on you, and I don't think he's a pure volume. Like he hits hard.
He does.
Like when I think pure volume, I'm thinking of a guy who's like average power, or he may be like a 6 out of 1 through 10.
He's got pop. I'm just saying I don't think he's a one punch guy. I think he needs to get volume in to really, really get the most out of it. But I just like I said,
well, I mean that's how he's been beating dudes.
Yeah, but that against a guy like Zhang, you're playing with fire right there, and that's the problem. And
okay, well, all right, let me ask you this then.
Go ahead.
What would you want? Okay, say you're privy to this nigga corner or whatever. You're somebody that you got his ear, and he asked you, and this is based off Caballero's capabilities, and he asked your opinion on the fight. How would you approach it if you had Caballero? What would you have him do to beat Zhang if you don't want him to do what he's naturally good at? Because I feel like he's more like a Lamont Peterson, Brian Jennings type of mold, but more active, like more volume.
No, and I get that. Like he needs to have the volume, but it's just a matter of just picking your spots. Like I don't think you need to just be volume. I just think it's more like know when to press the button, when to push forward, and when to just picking your spots. Because that balls to the wall shit against Zhang's gonna have plenty of opportunities. You want to limit Zhang's opportunities. So pushing back a little bit.
He looked like if you put Zhang back, like bang, like remember that one fight with this nigga, was it down here in Hollywood? The one fight where this nigga almost died or some shit. Had a heart attack.
Was it Jerry Forrest, the old black nigga?
Yeah,
where he was dehydrated.
Yeah, that was the part where it was like,
felt like he damn dehydrated all the time.
Did he get the draw? He usually get that. Did he get a draw, right, or did he get a gift? Did he get a draw?
He got a gift draw. He should have lost that fight.
Yeah, he should have lost that bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, basically, if you had better draw on that fight, you would have made mad cheddar. But yeah, no, he should have lost that fight big time. So
and Caballero came back and stopped this nigga in the highlights that Pilot showed. Like within the next round, like he knew how to survive. He clinched. He stayed close.
Yeah, so
he's not the most defensive guy, but he has defense. Like he has the mechanics. Like he's not. This ain't no fucking David Lemieux going against fucking Zhang.
Facts though, but it's just gonna be interesting to see if Caballero if he can actually take Zhang's punch because none of the. Because Zhang is getting to the point where now it's like every fight that Zhang kind of like no one has really been able to take Zhang's punches really well. You know, like they win, but they win hard. Like it's not. There's no easy.
One thing Caballero has going for him that I see what King P is saying with the strategy, just be more strategic with your volume. Try to be an explosive outburst. But the thing is with that, I feel like it can be timed with a guy. If you're not truly a real explosive fighter, trying to fight explosively, unless you train to be that, could fuck you up because it's timeable. It's more timeable than say a guy like Andre Berto being explosive.
Right.
Caballero don't have the muscle twitch fibers, and he's just not an explosive guy like that. So
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's hard to call fight because
I just don't see a guy like Caballero getting on his bike at any time. He doesn't even look like he knows what a bike looks like.
Don't even know what
he doesn't need to. The thing is, he doesn't need to get on his bike. He's what with Zhang is like the boxer, the gun in the room theory. You got to take it, you got to look at him like that because he's not the most versatile puncher. It's better to come at Zhang and push him backwards, make him try to struggle, get a shot off, than just being upright with him and having him lead or fight right behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say that his boxing skills, Zhang, he got skills. It's a big ass fucking kind of clumsy, but he got skills.
He has skills, and like that's the thing. Like for example, even I said we'll go to the body. Even the problem with going, if he tries to go to the body, Caballero gonna leave himself wide open for a counter right hook.
Wide open.
That counter right hook's gonna find its mark.
But that's the way he fights to the body. He's pressured and he's staying right in there. And Caballero's 6'2"?
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3". Like he's
he's not a small, he just fight big motherfuckers.
But this nigga Zhang is 6'9". It's gonna be a much. You're gonna see a big.
Zhang is 6'7".
He's 6'7", yeah.
Yeah, 6'9". Motherfucking stop.
I still want to see him. I want to see a picture with him versus Yao Ming. I find it kind of weird. I don't. There's no picture of them together.
So it's I feel like he's gonna be Caballero's gonna be on Zhang's chest, pause, and whipping those shots. Zhang needs timing and space to punch.
Space. He needs space. Yeah.
He's not like a Jermell Charlo who could counter you with anything. My apologies. Both Charlos could do this. He's not like the Charlos where
I've never seen Zhang land a short little uppercut, sneaky uppercut.
Yeah, he's not no creative, hyper versatile counter puncher, drop of a dime, oh fuck this.
If you get space for that straight left, he'll get you.
If you give him space for the straight left or the right hook, he'll land that. If you give him timing for it, he'll land it. But if you take that away and have him struggle to get those openings, and you got him fighting on his back foot, and you're on his chest, and you're just kind of staying on him, you take away his best attribute, his best weapon.
Caballero better stay in his chest as much as he can for 5-6 rounds. Because if
thank you. Huh? I'm picking Caballero. I think Caballero could stop him.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
maybe Caballero 10 rounds.
And probably you think the same way too, that you think Caballero can.
No, sir, making me fucking maybe change.
Come on, Sutterworth. I mean, come on, pilot, co-pilot.
I'm picking Zhang. I'm picking Zhang, and I'm still picking Zhang. I was gonna say 5 rounds, but Shutter did make it interesting. Fuck, I'm still picking. Yeah.
Dude, think about this. Look, bro, when's the last time? Look, Zhang is fighting somebody who has the attributes of everybody that he's fought accumulatively. If you think about, he has power, he has work rate, he knows how to fight on the inside like Joseph Parker does. The thing is, he just don't have the quick hands that Joseph Parker has. But Zhang ain't really that quick either.
No, he is not.
Zhang's not quick. Zhang's slow and bumbling. He's a bumbling motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, he's a clumsy, awkward motherfucker. Baby Huey ass nigga.
But I will say this though.
Cartoon rooster.
I will say this though. If Zhang actually comes in, let's say maybe in the high 250s, low 260s, then I feel like there'll be a bigger chance.
Sometimes it's really hard to call a fight until the weigh-in, until really close to it. So it's tough to call this one, man.
Yeah, the thing is though, Zhang fights at a high weight, but like I said, it's to his detriment sometimes.
Yeah, it makes it work because he's that slow ass fucking heavyweight. When you fighting goddamn niggas like Wilder, who's practicing Michael Jackson spin moves and shit, that slow plotting shit works. Yeah, that slow plotting shit works when you're fighting a nigga who's even more bigger and slower and more plotting than you and Joe Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit works, but you saw what happened when he fought a smaller guy who's more active, more volume, more skills. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he dropped Parker twice, but you seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Parker, that's the first time Parker really kind of stood there with a bigger guy. Remember, Joshua bitched up Parker.
Yeah, and then Joe Joyce knocked Parker the fuck out.
Thank you. Yeah. And Dylan White's a big motherfucker too. And you seen it's like he couldn't really do that until at the end.
Right.
So it's like that Caballero seemed like he don't have no fear of these big motherfuckers.
As he shouldn't, so it's like
So yeah, so Pilot, man, you'll know it's what, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a gambling man, but for this whole card and this fight especially. But yeah, I'm still gonna pick. I'm picking Zhang in 7. Fuck it, still. I know, but even though
Zhang in 7, I'll take everything back if Zhang. I just feel like Caballero. If Caballero loses, he just fights a bad fight.
No, you explained it. Yeah, if he's in his chest and you don't give him enough space until Zhang gets tired, then yeah, Caballero could definitely win that and maybe stop him. Yeah, no, you made a great.
Yeah, because dude, Zhang doesn't have the mobility. He's not gonna create the counter openings like that. He's not gonna fucking pivot and do some slick shit. He's really waiting for you to tire out or fuck up or not put your hands back to your face as quick or
yeah, exactly. I know he's again.
He really beats your ass on obvious shit.
He's a good boxer, but he is 6'9". You know, it's because he's tall. He can move. You know, you got what you mean.
And then just let me get the odds off. So I know for the money line though, Zhang is the underdog at plus 124. Caballero's minus 158.
So they even fucking see. I thought Zhang was the favorite. Wow.
Yeah. So for method of victory, so a Zhang decision is plus 600. Zhang KO is plus 195. Draws 1500. Caballero points decision is plus 220, and Caballero KO is plus 200, which I'm actually surprised. That's the shocking one to me. I thought
nigga, yo, they low key the way those odds are set up. They low key see the fight exactly how I see it. Like, think about it. There's no way you will fucking have those odds if you didn't see the fight like how I see it. Because they can literally see Caballero stopping this nigga late. That's why they don't even want to give you the odds for it.
That's why I'm saying that's why I'm kind of surprised by these odds. But that's why I picked Zhang. That's why I picked a Zhang KO because I was like plus 185. It's you can I can.
What round though? Like
I'm thinking he'll probably by 8. Like he'll probably get him out of there by 8.
If he's still breathing and standing by then, he ain't pass out.
Hey, But it's a crazy. Like so, that's what I'm saying. Like the odds on this fight were kind of crazy. I was like, God damn, and that's why
they see it, bro. Trust me, they see it.
Yeah, and that's why I think I picked the KO just for the first parlay that I made. But yeah, no, this fight, like I said, this fight will probably be the jump off for this card. It's the expected jump off, and then the next fight is probably the most. I mean, I'd say it's the next to the opener is the most difficult to actually kind of predict. Of course, I'm talking about Virgil Ortiz and Israel Madrimov. Like,
wait, that's the third fight.
Yeah, this is literally the toughest fight for me,
nigga. Like, this is literally the main event. Like, I care about this fight more than any fight on the card. Like, this is the fucking fight.
Yeah, no, this one is this shit is crazy because I mean the first fights have interim belts on the line. Boise Smith, interim light heavyweight, WBO. Zhang Caballero has a WBC interim heavyweight fight championship fight, and then Ortiz is WBC interim super welterweight. And like, they want to make sure some belts are on this, even if they're interims. But yeah, the Ortiz and Madrimov is, I think, out of all the fights, it's the one that's generated the most conversation because it's literally because Ortiz's last fight he was in the fight of the year, a hard fight of the year.
Yo,
and
it's just 154 that I mean 154 is just fucking 154.
Yeah, 154 is one of those magnificent divisions. Like like niggas you can't hide from that. And Ortiz,
anytime there's a good fight at 154, you can put it in anywhere. Honestly, it's the American fights that are really kind of creating the interest in this card, even though it's a great card.
You know what I'm saying? And with Ortiz and Bohacek, I mean that was a war. I mean, most people think, Ortiz. Most people thought Ortiz got a gift. I didn't, because Ortiz he boxed the last 3 rounds to actually secure the win after getting knocked down twice, and it was
I thought he won too. I wasn't seeing no robbery.
Most people must be AKA Pilot or some shit.
No, okay. My boy Virgil was showing nice boxing skills, outward skills. I just thought,
Well, he was showing them after he was getting hit too much because Bohacek was like,
after he got dropped and ended up not getting his first knockout ever.
Yeah, well, I will say so. If Berinchyk had knocked him down one more time, then you were talking about Berinchyk should have won the fight. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I can see it in because, but I mean, you can't be dropping niggas and they still put hands on you in the same round, like
right.
And then you letting them outbox you at the same time, like for 3 rounds straight, like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's where Berinchyk didn't switch it. Berinchyk wanted the war, and Ortiz had the box because he was getting hit with too much shit. You know,
but that's when your opponent won a box after he stopped warring with you. That's when you keep warring and you make this nigga war. You don't just let him box you. What the fuck? Yeah. Clotty, Kodo ass nigga.
And then we have Madrimov, who gave Terrence Crawford the hardest fight of his career so far. You know, and like I said, Madrimov, before that, I mean, Madrimov didn't get a lot of respect for what he was and what he could do. You know, and pretty much
he only had like 10, 11 fights that like most niggas ain't see. So
yeah,
well, I mean, they're on American TV. They're
American app based TV that has like 350 subs.
I mean, even though like parts of that fucking fight with Crawford felt like a staring contest, but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, Crawford was lumped up, which he's usually not. And you know, and he had to win. And on the cards, Crawford had to rally in order not to get upset.
I mean, Crawford was on a 10-11 KO win streak. So yeah, I mean, I know it was a new division, but it's like 7 pounds.
Dude, think about it, but you're throwing a 115, 113, a hard 115, 113 type fight right at the end of a bunch of ass whooping KO streaks.
Yeah, facts.
So like
some people say 160, 112, but
fuck out of here. Rather Dog definitely took 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Like I Crawford had to win the last 2 rounds to get that fight.
To secure it, to secure that shit.
Yeah, because nobody, like everybody was too tit for tat for that fight. But since everybody got powered, like you could see it on their faces. Like you seen the clips. Like there was times where Madrigal would land 3 shots in a row on Crawford.
But hold on. I will say we've never seen Madrigal. I mean, Madrigal's usually an awkward fighter that'll lunge from a fucking half the ring. This nigga had his hand in his pocket, like that meme from a couple months ago. That nigga had his I never seen that before for a reason.
You've never seen him fight a Terrence Crawford either, too. Before.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so pretty much that fight is pretty much kind of established. Madrigal is not 154. Fighter to play with because because like I said, if you're not careful, like you'll really get into his wheelhouse and you'll catch a beat down or you get put through the ringer. So that's what makes these two fights, these two fighters like it's just like it's the style contrast. It's like one style is going to be dominate the other. Like it's either one or the other. Or it's Madrigal's footwork and unorthodox punching. Although he fights fundamentally correct, he can, or is it gonna be Ortiz pressure and the fact that if Ortiz gets hurt, he fights even harder, which is a trait that's not you don't see that a lot of in fighters today. Like someone who fights like the devil.
This might work against Madrimov.
So this fight is a fucking crazy fight. I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy for this fight.
Man, this is Virgil Ortiz all day, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think I think but the thing is Madrimov and Berinchyk are different. So like what worked for Berinchyk won't work for Madrimov. Like I don't think he'll be able to deal with the pressure off. Like Madrimov's punch selection isn't all that great. His output isn't all that great. Compared to Berinchyk. Berinchyk has better punch selection than Madrimov and better equipped to fight on the inside. Madrimov's not fighting on the inside with Virgil. He'll lose that fight all night if he just
hold on. Pat, Shutter, do you think you got Virgil winning? You got Virgil stopping?
And Madrimov doesn't even employ the jab as much as he should. And against a guy like Ortiz, if you're not even going to employ the jab like that, then yeah, you're hurting your chances even more.
But the problem is Madrimov's offense throws from his movement. Like that's the thing. Like if you're not careful with Madrimov will hit you with some shit that you're not expecting. But
Madrimov is now fighting dangerous guys. So you seen what happened with the Crawford fight. Like like he kind of nerfed himself, and that's kind of to Madramov's deterrent because he kind of stopped doing the shit that got him to the dance. Like he's now Madrimov is it?
It's one fight. It's one fight. It's one fight. So I don't know.
Yeah, but it's telling when your last fight was an elite guy, then you're fighting another elite guy. When you have a telling flaw or make a big mistake on the world stage is one thing, but when you're making it against an elite guy and then you're fighting another elite guy, it's not good to go against another elite guy and you're at a deficit with something.
I mean, I think Madramov's skills are a lot better than Ortiz. Like Ortiz, I think Ortiz showed some.
I don't see it
in the Berinchyk fight. He showed some. I mean, he was able to switch it where Berinchyk wasn't. But like them 9 rounds, Berinchyk was just putting way too much hands on him. And then Berinchyk is not a mover like that. It was straight up and down. Like it was too. And I think it wasn't too sophisticated. Ortiz is catching way too many hands before he started to switch up.
That's better for Berinchyk. That Madrimov can't fight like that. Madrimov's style
exactly.
So
I don't expect him to, but I do expect him.
Madrimov, fucking, he handcuffs himself. Like if he's not like jumping around, moving on some Nightcrawler shit. He ain't gonna be pumping no steady jab.
I will say I'm more confident in Madrimov, beating Berinchyk than beating Ortiz.
I'm actually confident in Madrimov actually beating.
Yeah, Ortiz. No, Madrimov will beat Berinchyk.
Hold on, Pat. Do you got Madrimov by decision or KO?
I can see a decision, but I can also see a late KO on Ortiz. Ortiz I just don't. Ortiz is just a little bit. So I love the fact that he has power, and love the fact that when he's hurt, he fights back super hard. But
he got dropped twice on his first true.
I just can't. But he has some defensive lapses that make me like, yeah, no. That Madrimov will take advantage of. Madrimov can might put him in a blender with all the movement and shit.
His first true test. Because I'm sorry.
Wait. Let's
hold on. Let me finish.
Berinchyk wasn't his first true test. Virgil met Ortiz has been like gradually tested on every level he's been to. Like
his biggest test, whatever.
At 154, it's more like he finally fought somebody like.
Okay, no, because at 154, he fought 2 Africans that ain't ever win shit, never will win. I'm
talking about career rise, bro. Like you got to go back to like the Orzako fights. Like
his biggest fight. I mean, Mean Machine is his biggest win, right? I mean, other than
Hooker, like all those fights were right on the level for Ortiz at the time.
Fair. That's fair.
It's not like Berinchyk isn't like the crazy step up. You know what I mean? Like it was the best person at 154. But
personally, to me, I think Madrimov's better than any of the guys he's fought. Personally, to me, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a tough fight.
I mean, of course. Look, if Madrimov is the best person fucking Crawford fight, then he's pretty much gonna be the best guy fucking Ortiz fought.
I mean, I think Spence is better in a sense of more accomplished and everything, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, but if you put the niggas in the ring, Madrimov.
Yeah.
Just like Brian Castano, like
Spence retired now.
He's just a bigger, better version.
But so P and LB. So you're thinking you're thinking Ortiz decision or Ortiz KO?
Decision.
Like Ortiz can get a KO, but Madrimov is tough. And he really is explosive. Like he could be that guy we were talking about earlier about the explosiveness, like the Caballel. Like if you told him to be like, yo, like I want you to box behind Virgil and kind of lull him into counters, and when you get the counter openings, explode. Meaning if you could lure him in and do a pull counter with the right hand. When you tag him with the right hand, start pressing him backwards. Like you get close, work the jab, hooks to the body. You can maybe take him to the ropes, but then when he keep him on the ropes for maybe a minute or not a minute, like a couple hits, then gradually get back off and just keep employing that strategy. Like counter, explode, force back. I ain't gonna that sound like some like sexual assault instructions, but like, but think about it, like in the boxing sense, like, because Virgil Ortiz is a better boxer. I feel like he employs better boxing for what he's trying to do. Get him to fucking.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So he get Ortiz to be jabbing with him. You know, Ortiz got the better jab, so he's jab enough with him to get Ortiz more confident. Soon as Ortiz, catch him with one of those hooks.
Mm-hmm.
The shock is when you take advantage of it. That split second, that's when you push Ortiz back, and that's when you get your hustle Sean Porter punches, your Tim Bradley combinations, them scrappy shots. But Madrimov was a better puncher than them, so he could really get the best out of those moments. So I feel like if he have a strategy like that, he could beat Ortiz. But if he don't, yeah, he probably gets washed.
So I see. So the odds for this fight are, I think, a lot closer. For the money line, odds are closer. Ortiz is minus 124. Madrimov is minus 102. So like they're almost. It'll probably get closer when it gets to the fight. Then method of victory, we got Ortiz points decision plus 175, Ortiz KO plus 360, draw 1500, Madrimov points decision plus 230, and Madrimov KO plus 330. So, like I said, I mean, I'd say like the odd. I mean, you might find some value in the decisions, but yeah. I mean, if it ends in a KO, it'll be a huge KO, and it would be a huge win for either guy. This
honestly the toughest. I feel like this is low key like the real main event.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the toughest, hardest fight because I feel like all the other fights have too many easy narratives.
It's like that one, appetizer. Get some cheese sticks, some wings. You know what I'm saying? It's that one appetizer that's just the best.
It's like the sampler. Like okay, you got the wings, the chicken tenders, the mozzarella, like everything.
Wings, but this
is
the fire ass wings. You're like, God damn, these wings is good as fuck.
Yeah, like I feel like this is the fight you gonna remember out. Like this is the fight niggas gonna really be talking about. Like, unless everybody do some crazy shit in their fights, but yeah. So what is 2 against 2 on this one?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Damn, y'all really let me be alone in the second fight. Wow. Okay, keep it going.
But the next fight too is the first legit world title fight with Carlos Adames, the WBC middleweight champion, facing Hamza Shiraz.
Oh my God, it's gonna be a struggle fight.
Wait, what? This fight is dope. What you talking about?
No,
tell me, nigga, why?
No, because it's gonna be one of those. It's so bad, it's good. Like Adames has put up a clunker after clunker after.
He's been boring. He's been fucking boring.
No, he's not even boring. He's been mid.
Yeah, he hasn't been boring. He's just been mid. Because his fights haven't been boring. Like they've been decent.
Ever since he stopped that one guy that went distance with Jamal and what's his name? The fucking Mexican that Munguia stopped early, but Jamal couldn't, and then Adames blasted him out. Really, he blasted him out. Really,
I know who you're talking about. The fucking
the J-Rock
Montiel.
The J-Rock fight was struggle. The Cachet fight was struggle.
He got bailed out on that fucking J-Rock fight.
He did.
Yeah, he definitely got he was going life and death with J-Rock, who isn't the biggest puncher and who doesn't have the best chin. And it was too much ebb and flow for that fight for him. Nah, bro. I mean, that was a fight that should have been ran back.
I mean, same thing with the Berinchyk. What guy can say? Berinchyk. I don't know why I can't pronounce that. And then it's the same thing. And then the Kashaw fight. I washed my hands of Adames after that fight because I was like, come on, like what the fuck? I was with both of them.
I feel like Gusha should have won that. That was close. Like
The scores sure so didn't say so. The scores they made it. Like, yeah, the scores were like, nah, bro. Like we're not having no Terrell Gashaw as middleweight champion. Like fuck that.
Yeah, they made sure because like I felt he kind of took that. Like it was a close fight. Like it wasn't a bad fight, because we've seen other buffet fights, but yeah.
But I mean, I'll say still. I mean, I said it before. I have not been a believer in Adames since he lost to Patrick Teixeira. Like that was it is mind-boggling that Teixeira is the only one that can actually beat him. I just don't understand why that's still a thing. So
because he's fought enough people on his level where you're like, yeah, they could take it. They don't.
Yeah. Whereas Shiraz is coming off like beating up and beating down Emma Williams and in the 5-on-5 shit. So, and then after he also had the other fight where he took out a guy in 1 round. So it's like, yeah, like he took out a spoiler in 1 round. So yeah, Shiraz, I think it's definitely Shiraz's time. I mean, I honestly think Shiraz will be a methodic beatdown of Adames. Like I think Shiraz will actually stop him. Like around 10 or something like that. Like I truly think this is.
I think he stops him too. I don't even think it goes that long. I'm thinking like 7th round.
Yeah, you give him too much credit at 10 rounds.
I got Shiraz stopping mid-Damas in 9.
I feel like he gonna start cooking around the 3rd, 4th round. Like I'm thinking he gets Adames out in like 6. Like, cause I feel like the 1-2s and like. They just gonna start be connecting, like they might start connecting early, like maybe in the last 30 seconds of the 1st round. But like I don't see this fight as a this fight shouldn't be that long to download. Like Adames is who he is. Like
I mean, I will say still. I mean, the only takeaway I have for Shiraz is I know Ammo was rocking them early in their fight for a couple of rounds, so he might be. I mean, he could start off slow and he could be caught cold. But
that is true. But I think that Ammo's style is a little more herky jerky and awkward than Adames. So I'd expect him to land his shots on Shiraz. Adames is up and down, straight up and down.
He's explosive, and I feel like Ammo's explosive too.
He's explosive, but he's gonna be fighting a guy. He's gonna be fighting a guy with heavy hands. That's going to chip at him. That explosiveness going to go down every round.
Shiraz is a big motherfucker, dog. Like, that's the thing. Shiraz is, I don't say the weight bully, but that nigga is 6'3" and like filled out. Usually when a nigga's tall for the weight, they're a little thin.
He's big for 160. I'm surprised he can still.
I remember when I used to spar niggas that were like 6'4", 6'3", and 6'2", like this tall and lanky motherfuckers, they were usually thin. You know what I'm saying? This dude.
Yeah, you talking about the Kingsley Aikiki ass.
But I'm saying Shiraz is like, even though he's a tall for the weight, he's not like
he's not a stick figure.
He's not a toothpick.
Yeah, he's like a Callum Smith, like he's solid.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like Adames.
What up, Rob? My bad if I ain't shut you out.
Like Adames is good. I wish Adames and Lara had a unification. Like what the fuck? Somebody take Lara's fucking belt.
Adames is not good, but whatever.
But I'm saying somebody take this like Lara's belt. Like make middleweight. Make middleweight.
Adames has the style to be a good like opponent to better fighters. Like he just can't.
His intangibles are shit, but whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Like when you on surface level, Adames look like he has the goods, and he does really. But the way he puts the goods together, and then when you factor in the intangibles, you kind of get like a high, low, mid.
He don't have like he's good at what he does, but his tool bag ain't really. He don't have much. His bag ain't heavy. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Well, I think
he got him. He could do this shit. Like Shiraz don't really have a big tool bag, but he knows how to use his tools better.
He knows how to use his fucking length, his pause. He knows how to use his fucking,
I mean, I will say this: when Adames was at when Adames was at 154, Adames could put together some punches. At 160, that shit is like non-existent for him.
Also 154, fucking Teixeira, bum ass.
Yeah, he could do.
You gotta take the good with the bad, bro.
Yeah, he could do it at 154 for like how many rounds? 3 or 4 rounds, and it just all went downhill.
You gotta shit gas.
Yeah, he's turning the Pascal.
His gas tank is garbage as fuck. Yeah.
It's a little better now at 160.
Now,
but
would y'all beat now?
Yeah, he's a 7-round
now,
fighter.
Say, I wouldn't be surprised somehow if Shiraz got chin. British chin gonna happen eventually.
I mean, he gonna get clipped at one point.
Yeah, at one point eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, because niggas in this weight could crack, but it's like he's another one of those dudes where I feel like you got to take the Zhang approach. Like you gotta like make him like push him backwards and don't give him space to really throw hands. Like when he gets his distance and he gets allowed his leverage, he's gonna just bomb you out. And I feel like he hit hard enough where he might one punch. It might not even be like an accumulation beat down Adames. He might one like jab right hand, boom, oh shit.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's gonna be like a straight shot that's gonna get it's gonna fuck like Adames is good, but he's open to be hit. So it's like I feel like Shiraz is good, is long enough where he's just gonna be able to just land something that's gonna be oh shit, okay, and then game over.
Yeah, he's gonna it's gonna look like I'm trying to think like dude is like a Dollar General Sergio Martinez.
Sergio?
Without the movement. Oh, well, not the crazy movement.
Yeah, because he's capable of the movement, but he moved in that Goucher fight.
All that explosiveness and jumping in, and one uppercut gonna send him to the fucking shadow realm. So,
all right, he might get caught at the end of one of them right hands, and it's like, oh shit. Like I feel like this is the fight. I feel like we might get like a crazy knockout.
Yeah,
like this got the potential for like shit.
Could you see the other way though? Could you see maybe what if Adames lands something? Okay, and then that ends the hype of the Shiraz because Shiraz is the guy. Because remember, low key Turkey is pushing. No, Turkey put a poll out. Who do you want to see Canelo fight? And he threw Shiraz's name in there. He threw Shiraz's name in there with with Bud and Benavidez. Yeah,
Shiraz is like one of the ambassadors for
one of the guys. He's
that, and I'll say this. A Shiraz fight is better than that goddamn Skull fight. I'll give you that. Like a Shiraz fight is better than a fucking Berlanga fight.
That's true. Also true.
So I'm I be giving this motherfucker a hard time. Pause.
Yeah.
So I don't even kind of mind him. That's like if I'm doing a ring game poll, or a boxing poll, and I could throw one of you guys. Of course, I'm gonna be like,
what the third name was because he said
put that nigga in there on the option
D. David Benavidez had the highest, and Canelo. There was somebody else he might have threw in there, but he threw in Shiraz as the fourth name, which is kind of surprising me. So Shiraz does have hype because he's a 6'3", been getting knockouts, so it's like
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, he don't have a hype yet. He needs to knock this motherfucker out. That starts the hype because right now he has some buzz.
Reel. Like he needs to get a Twitter Twitter rounds
against somebody that people know. Like people know Adames. He's been around. Remember, Ammo was a contender like him.
Yeah. And
this is the fight that really shit.
Yeah, and like I say, the odds pretty much have Shiraz as the favorite minus 290. Adames is plus 215 as the champion. Adames points decision plus 650. Adames KO plus 360. Draw 1500. Points decision for Shiraz is plus 210, and Shiraz KO is plus 120. So
those old men in Vegas, they not playing.
They're not.
They know niggas was waiting for this boxing weekend to come.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, look, y'all gonna have to be on y'all game. I'm not giving y'all no easy parlays. Like, y'all gotta have to be calling exact rounds and shit.
I mean, the next fight, though, obviously, it's a main event fight, especially in the U.S., though. But it's not a 50-50 fight on paper. Of course, we're talking about Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield.
The less said about this fight, the better.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. We all know Schofield got this fight. It's organic in how it got created because it's one of the few Twitter fingers that actually led to somewhere.
No, yeah, thank his dad.
Hey, time out. I won't lie. Auntie Schofield, he be doing a good job with the promotion.
Has no chance against Shakur. Zero.
Yeah, Schofield.
He definitely has a chance. Dude is too talented and athletic to have no chance. But the fight is really a 80-20 type of fight.
It's the fight obviously where it's the most fight where Shakur, the A side should win.
Plus,
But
no, Shakur can't just win, bro. Shakur has to fucking show out. He got to be on some ambitious as a rider type
like
shit.
Stop him or just like
that's not happening. It's Shakur by points.
Dude, look. If he don't stop him, it needs to be, it needs to be like a Jeff Lacey, Calzaghe type of beat.
I want to see. Like back 2-3 years ago, Shakur. Okay, I'll be like Shakur gonna get a fucking. He's gonna get a fucking it's gonna be a fucking Floyd on Corrales. This something like I don't know. I'm just saying like this is like a masterclass KO. But now these days it's like fuck. All I want to see in this fight, I want to see Shakur. I know he might not get in deep waters. I just want to see his foot in the water. I want to see if at least can a nigga with some athleticism, young, can I see him? Can I just see Shakur with some adversity? All I want to see. But I think
I think you'll get that this fight. I don't think you're gonna get it a lot, but you'll see that.
I mean, Schofield. I mean, we also happened to Schofield's last fight. Schofield faded and he got hands put on him by someone.
Fucking dropped by a Mexican jobber.
Well, he's not a Mexican jobber. He's actually a good fighter. Like, he's not a jobber at all.
He did get dropped, and he also missed the fucking chair when he tried to sit on the chair.
Yeah, the chair dropped him too.
Yeah, no.
When you get knocked down by two different niggas in your fight.
Yeah, no. Honestly, this should be a 120, 107, 106 type of situation. Yeah, like
I would love to see Shakur stop him, but he ain't gonna stop him. That's just not his thing.
Look, Shakur just has to look like he's throwing enough hands where if they want to stop it to save Schofield's career, they'll stop it on some TKO shit. He can't just pot shot this kid to death. If you're pot shotting this nigga, you need to pot shot every 15 seconds.
I mean, okay, I know Shakur, he's kind of boring, whatever. The Yoshino fight was not too long ago. He looked great in that Yoshino fight. That the Japanese dude he fought,
because he's Japanese. Japanese people don't. The Japanese fighters only go one direction, and of course that played right into his hands. Shakur, of course, was going to let his hands go and beat the shot.
Yeah. That was
he felt comfortable against that, even though that was
just perfect matchmaking. That was all that was. That was a great matchmaking.
He needs that type of performance in this fight, or his name is going to be like mud. Because if niggas got to choose between him and Keyshawn fighting Tank or another champion or whatever, they're gonna go for Keyshawn.
Nigga, that name is
if Shakur especially a week after your little bro, quote unquote little bro, has niggas are gonna gravitate towards Keyshawn like a lot if Shakur got the stinker.
Of course, because they see him the knock dude like there was a picture going around with Shakur Stevenson and had it showed his knuckles, and niggas like, damn, I see why he can't punch.
And I saw Showbiz or whatever. Somebody posted he had his grip is literally of one of like a 20-year-old girl or some shit. So it was like, goddamn, his grip. They had a grip test. His own did, and his shit was mad low. Pause.
But see, the thing is, like gripping and that hand strength ain't the only damn property of fucking punching. Like
no,
Shakur Stevenson, he's not really standing in the pocket enough to put his weight behind shots.
He don't trust his chin. Like 126, 130, he
don't.
He 120, 130, he was coming forward, walking niggas down, even Oscar Valdez a little bit. But it's like, goddamn, like you don't trust your chin, nigga. Like you don't trust it.
And I feel like Schofield and them could capitalize on that, but they gotta do it early. Like they gotta make Shakur Stevenson wary early. Like they gotta take advantage of something, get right on them. I know I always say about the ankle weights, but I hope they did that type of cutting off the ring.
I know they were trolling in camp, but they had Joan Guzman and Ronnie Shields, and Joan Guzman was the mainstay in the camp or whatever. But it's like, I know Schofield. We've watched this come up. Like me, I root for any young nigga, any young American nigga. I'm gonna follow them that are kind of getting some traction. It's like, Schofield, he hasn't really improved all as much as I thought he would by now. He got a little bit of Sean Porter in him, so I think he could put Shakur like a little bit in the water. I don't know. I hope he does, but
look, the best thing he got going for him in this fight is more. He's one of these niggas where he's more sold on the intangibles than anything else. Skills, no. He has power. He has speed and raw athleticism, and he's game.
His IQ's a little low, but his skill wise, he's decent skills. He got skills, you know. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean,
he's not Shakur. Shakur can.
yeah, like comparing to Shakur, it's like, bro, like
I know people think Shakur's super special.
you're comparing Tevin Farmer to damn Pernell Whitaker, nigga.
Yeah.
That's the gap here. So he don't need to try to outskill Shakur. Like, make him feel like, yo, you fighting a young, hungry, ruthless young nigga right now. Rawr, like jump on him, throw combos, push him back.
Sean Porter wasn't, Sean Porter promised Shakur some sparring, a couple years ago. So Sean Porter said, "Hey, give me a couple months before the Schofield fight. Let me get in shape." So Shakur and obviously Porter, had some rounds a month or two ago. So it's kind of, it makes it a little interesting, right? Because some people say the archetype for fucking Schofield is like a Sean Porter type, whatever.
A better punching Sean Porter.
But not as good of a boxer. Sean Porter's decent, he showed layers when
now Sean Porter's a better boxer, but in that part of damn Schofield's career, Sean Porter wasn't that better of a boxer either.
Facts.
And I know fucking Pat'll be like, yes, facts.
Yeah. I mean, Porter.
We used to damn argue about that.
No, but Porter showed me. No, I know that was a little later on in the career, but Porter impressed me in the Danny Garcia fight. The way he kind of mixed it up. So.
Motherfucker, you would name that goddamn fight.
That's why I'm laughing at you.
And then you made that nigga
I wanted Swift. I expected Swift to KO that nigga, dog. I wanted Swift to KO him, but
damn, now you really what the fuck? Like, you be on uppers and downers, nigga. Like,
that's why
you went real up with that one.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as he said it, I was like, I know LB is gonna say, "What the fuck?"
But yeah, man. Shakur Stevenson by decision. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. But I feel like, honestly, real shit, I think it's better for the sport if Schofield wins. Or if Schofield wins the event. He not necessarily win the fight,
but if
Schofield
his stock
could focus on,
if his stock improves after, if he loses, if people, if you see the most perceptions like, oh damn, okay, you got some, you're good.
Yeah. Because look, you got to remember all the niggas who didn't want Stevenson to take this fight. All the dudes who was like, nah, man, this fight is bullshit. Like, dude, talk him into a fight. He ain't ready for this. He ain't ready. You can't have all these niggas say that shit, and then you're going fucking 115, 114,
113.
Yeah, you can't. Even 116, 112 is too much.
No, you gotta stop him, or you gotta blank him. You gotta give him a total.
Yo, it gotta look for the levels we're talking about. 117, 111 is the worst Shakur Stevenson could get.
What if Shakur got dropped? What if Shakur schooled him, but he gets dropped?
And that could happen. That's it. Schofield needs to win the event. He win the event and make Shakur look vulnerable. We're gonna see a bunch of fucking big fights.
He's got nothing to lose. That's the thing with Kid Austin. Kid Austin got nothing to lose in this fight at all. He got nothing to lose.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, he doesn't. But but Shakur does. Shakur knows that he's gonna get ripped if he struggles with Schofield.
Yeah, he got like, the only time he should lose a round if he's clearly taking the round off and Schofield just coming forward and he probably out punches him 1-2 or some shit.
Now Riyadh season, I will say Riyadh season have leaned towards the pressure guy. So if Shakur can't do his, because back in the lower weight, Shakur would come forward and walk a nigga down. But I'm just saying, like, if Kid Austin's being the pressure fighter for most of the fight, like, I'm just saying, would would it be surprising if
he got to be landing though? Like,
he got to be landing. Yeah, he got to be landing. But
if he lands one shot out of, like, look, if Schofield throws 5 punches and he lands one, and Shakur Stevenson only lands 1 out of 3 punches, Schofield is going to take it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, Shakur Stevenson got to land 3 for 3 or 2 out of 3 while moving backwards.
which he's capable of doing if he
which he's capable of doing, but does he want to do it? Because the one shot move ain't gonna move. That might not really happen until late in the fight, till after he got Schofield in deep waters and tired.
We're being hopeful. I think me and LB just being hopeful. Like I just want to see Shakur dip his feet in the water. That's all. I mean, come on.
It's not gonna be this fight.
Dude, I'm being hopeful for a good fucking fight, bro. Like,
yeah, that's all. Yeah.
So like,
I'm thinking about the sport. Like, yeah.
So the odds for this before we go into the next fight, Shakur is a minus 1100 favorite. Schofield is minus 620 underdog. Points decision for Shakur minus 190. Shakur KO plus 230. It's possible of only if he commits to his offense. I can see that happening. Draw is plus 1900. Schofield win by points or decision is plus 950, and Schofield KO is plus 1200. Those are highly unlikely. They should, if that happens.
Yeah, that's why they did it. Like, but they're highly unlikely. But in boxing, it's still in the realm of possibility.
Right.
Because I know Shakur Seaman looks focused, and he like the picture. They're like he's locked in. This, that. I get all that, but like we kind of know who he is. Like he doesn't believe in his chin. Like there's something in his mind where he doesn't think he could take the punishment at the top level. And we know Schofield ain't the top level, but he has the top level intangibles.
Yeah. Well, one fighter that does believe in his chin all of a sudden lately is on a hot streak is one Daniel Dubois, the current reigning IBF heavyweight champion. Like, that's
a good segue, yo.
Yeah, that dude.
This is an intriguing fight.
Yeah, that dude was shakier than a bitch, for a good minute. Especially that fight against Lorena, who nearly scored a first round KO on him, and then it's just and then after that, it was like, okay, damn, this dude's about ready to get a knockout loss. But then dude goes on the best streak of his career so far. It's just like, I mean, first you have the Usyk fight, which most people think he should have gotten the KO on that one, and then the Big Baby fight, who he was the first person to beat Big Baby after in a really good slugfest, and then you got the Hrgovic fight, who he pretty much chopped up Hrgovic like something crazy cuts over both fights. And then,
I felt like Hrgovic was low key the favorite in that fight. Sorry,
Hrgovic was the favorite.
He was.
Yeah, and then his career victory and possibly a new shift into a new heavyweight KOing Anthony Joshua in 5 rounds, and he basically heals John Joshua from the opening bell, knocked him down 4 times.
You heard him, man. That was crazy. What the fuck?
He's turned the corner,
but he was a punch away from losing that motherfucker too.
Yeah.
No. You know what? Real quick, I want to say he fucking felt like he kind of took that shot so he could land that kill shot in the end, right? You talking about towards the end of the fight, like,
nigga at heavyweight.
I know.
Boxing, we're not trying to take nothing.
I know, but I feel like he kind of like, because he ended it right after. I feel like he was like, okay, fuck it, let me just end him out of there. I don't know.
That's all,
dude.
That's horrible.
He literally used one of those goddamn. It's one of. Let me see. I had to take it back. Like Fatal Fury used to do it. Like it's called like a last ditch burning vigor attack, whatever. Where yeah. Pat know where I'm going with this. Where you got like this much energy left, or your shit's like in the red. It's pulsating, whatever is flashing, and you got to pull off some highly complex chain combination to do some ultra sick combination final attack move that beats the opponent. Like, that type of shit.
Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't always say that like Dubois trend is never going to be a factor, but it's getting harder to bet against him in this fight.
No, Andy Lee. I mean, Andy Lee had done a great job with them. Like, it's crazy how much he's improved, man. Like, for real.
Yeah, Andy Lee's low key developing into a really good trainer. Like,
facts.
And I mean, Andy Lee knows boxing. There's no question about it. But he's actually been able to, not too many world champions could actually make that little transition to being an actual competent trainer. So he's actually doing a really good job at that. But again, Parker too. Again, dude did a lot of heavy lifting. Dude was fighting like 3 or 4 times a year, culminating with the Wilder and Zhang wins. You know, it's like, and he was like the few fighter that we didn't even mind that he was waiting for an opportunity because he earned it. He earned the right to actually kind of wait it out. So the fact that he's getting another shot at the heavyweight title, like honestly, it's great. But the one thing about Parker is I believe, is a better boxer than Dubois. But the one thing about Parker that I always can't stand, I've seen Parker fight live, is the fact that he doesn't have heavyweight pop like that. Like that's the thing. Like he doesn't have a significant heavyweight KO to my knowledge. Like he
has power. Like he could.
He got respectable pop, but the heavyweight, you need that fucking, at a certain point.
He's not fucking Chris Bird, bro. That's good enough.
Yeah, he's not Chris Bird, but he doesn't have any high level heavyweight knockouts.
Because the thing is, because he's never on, because he doesn't feel or box that like he's on true equal footing as other heavyweights, even though he's a big guy.
Yeah, and that's exactly
like, and he has the quick hands. The only time I really seen him really throw hands with confidence was against fucking Andy Ruiz.
Yeah. And then of course Andy Ruiz has a chin and a half, so he's not like he wasn't going anywhere. So
yeah, go figure that the one nigga you can't KO is the one nigga you throw your most shots at.
Well, I mean, he also threw shots at George Joyce too. George Joyce took a hell of a lot of punches.
He did. Facts.
Yeah. I mean, those were his best punching performances, but it's just like, but after that, like, I mean, he'll box you. He's fundamentally sound, whatever. But will he be able to do that for 12 rounds against Dubois? Who Dubois is, like I said, Dubois hits hard as fuck. But like I said, the chin.
He believes himself now, and he's fighting with a gung ho pace.
There's like a 30% of me that thinks, okay, maybe I know like Zhang and Wilder are old and not having a groove like that. Is there like a certain like percentage of y'all that think that like maybe Parker outboxes the shit out of him?
No, that's actually I think Parker will box him up. I think it will be like a close. It'll be close. I mean, I do think there'll be some knockdowns because I think Dubois is going to touch him a couple times.
I naturally think Parker boxes him up, but I feel like that there's this X factor where Daniel Dubois starts out fast and he carries Parker too fast, and he just kind of runs over Parker. I think that could happen too.
See,
so one of those.
See, that when ran through my mind there, I was like, they had fucking Parker trot out. They trotted Parker out after the fucking after the Fury Usyk fight. They had Parker randomly show up. Turkey made him do that shit. You know what I'm saying? With that, so it's like they want Dubois to, So I feel like some of these fighters are a little not inspired, but they fight with more gumption when they know that turkey bag. They're getting hella overpaid. So it's like,
well, I mean, plus two, I think Dubois wants revenge on Usyk. So that's one thing. Like,
that's what that's
no,
about.
No, I agree. He wanted, but I'm saying I'm sure like Turkey was like, hey, come on, go over and after the fight, oh sure, like I'm sure he brought it up to it.
And Usyk only got like 2 more fights, so I feel like, like honestly, there's enough built-in story with that. And Dubois, and especially if he beats Parker, which ain't a given, that literally is one of the better fights at heavyweight. I feel like
if he fairly kills
that
Parker,
fucking rematch.
If he fairly kills Parker, let him see if he can get Usyk before he before Usyk calls it.
Fuck yeah, bro. Honestly, look, yo, if Dubois KOs Parker and Usyk doesn't fight him before his career is over, fight him again, it's a dub.
Yeah.
Pure duck. Dude. Because look, bro, if Daniel Dubois didn't earn that fucking fight after this, then there's no way you could earn a fucking fight in the history of boxing.
Yeah.
There's nobody who's earned redemption or vengeance. The only person who's earned a fight bigger than that is goddamn David Benavidez.
Yeah.
like, come on. Like, what? Remember, he knocked the shit out of a nigga. Usyk had to fight twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man. Like, nah, bro. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this fight. To me, I think this is really the hardest fight to pick besides Madrimov and Ortiz.
Yeah, because pretty much you're trying to ignore Daniel Dubois' shortcomings, or you really believe in Joseph Parker's skills.
Or it's like you kind of like not to say overrated, but you kind of like overvalued that fucking AJ destruction. Because I did pick AJ. I think all of us picked AJ, but I wasn't surprised. I mean, it was cool, but I wasn't really.
That's what made the fight so appealing because
yeah.
It was like a 60-40 or 55-45 type of fight where it's like, come on, like we knew Dubois had a chance. Like I was debating, damn.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't just a chance, it was like a good chance. Nigga Schofield got a chance.
Yeah.
Like Dubois had a great chance against
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, fuck, like this is a great call, man. I mean, main event wise, it's like, it's a good call. It's a good main event. It's a great main event, but it's like as a co-main, it's really intriguing,
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm sticking with Parker decision.
Really? You got Parker?
Yeah, I have Parker.
I got. I'll say Dubois on 8.
Dubois on 8. LB, what about you? LB? Oh, he lost his mic. King P, what about you?
Man, I think Dubois is all wrong for Parker at this stage. Mm-hmm. Just like Wilder and Zhang were wrong for Parker. Like, those guys had power, but both of them were low volume punchers. And in Zhang's case, he's not only low volume but has questionable stamina. Dubois fights at a very high pace, and he's gonna keep throwing. He's gonna be throwing all night. He's gonna be pressuring. He's gonna be walking him down all night. I think this is gonna be like the Joyce fight, where he's gonna take a cumulative damage over the fight. And I think in 10 rounds, Dubois gets him out of there.
Yeah, like I said, Dubois' losses, obviously, we talked about the Usyk one and the Joe Joyce one. The Joe Joyce one is pretty much because he was landing heat on Joyce, but then Joyce was just kept on fucking him up with the jab. And
isn't that crazy though? Isn't that crazy though? Joyce literally has beat both these niggas, and Joyce beat both these. Like he stopped and killed both these niggas, and these niggas are literally,
they're broken. Now he's broken now.
Yeah,
so
he's broken. He's broken and got CTE. What the fuck?
that's that boxing. That's the boxing guys for you. You just never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, no, the money line for this one, Dubois is minus 270 favorite. Parker's plus 200. Dubois has a points decision plus 470. Dubois KO minus 135. Draw plus 1500. Parker points decision plus 310, and Parker KO plus 700. So yeah, those are kind of crazy. Those are crazy odds, and I'm just getting a text from Shuttleworth.
He says his internet fucking up. Yeah.
So I guess we'll continue because we have one more fight, and then we have to get up out of here, of course. And I know we have the main event everyone is waiting for: Arthur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol 2. So basically, everyone. Obviously, the first fight was, if Beterbiev goes to this for the first time and fails to get a KO, but wins a close majority decision. And this is a fight where everyone thought that Bivol might have outworked them or anything like that.
Some would say it was controversial. Like I thought Bivol won, but
not for me.
But it was close. It was real close.
I thought Beterbiev won. It was a close fight, but I thought Beterbiev absolutely won that. So
I thought Beterbiev won, but I thought Bivol would get the nod because he was a younger guy.
As did I.
Yeah. But one thing it couldn't be ignored, and this is the thing I always say though, Bivol. I know people want to act like Bivol fought immaculately, like he didn't.
He didn't.
Yeah, Bivol fought his heart out, but he also got touched by Beterbiev. Like there was just too many rounds in the fight where Beterbiev got to Bivol, and Bivol was really on his bike, and his eye was all messed up.
I think
I feel like Bivol kept his hand, like I mentioned earlier with Majimov, but Bivol kept his hands in his pocket in a different way. It's just kind of hard to explain. Bivol, he knew if he opened up, he'd be done. It's hard to explain, but it's like fuck.
Yeah. So and I always have a theory about fights like this. Usually a fight like that where someone like Bivol he puts in a great performance, but he still catches a short end of the decision. Usually, gets damaged. Usually, the second fight, he usually gets more damage, and this is the thing I can't always. It never shake it. Like I honestly think Beterbiev will chip away his punch resistance some more. Like I honestly think
I think that too, but as far as time
I think he stops him this time.
No, me too. I think we all agree. But as far as time going to kick, this thing is 40. As far as time kicking in or not yet, you know.
He just turned 40. He just turned 40.
I know. Like he started late, so it's like
it's not like, I will say it's not like there's going to be a lot of time in between. The first fight just recently happened, so
yeah, true. And he was coming off some like lower extremity leg injury, right? Achilles.
Yeah, he's coming off a knee injury. So this one. Knock on wood, he's been okay. I'm not gonna put it in there, but
so is he stopping him? Is he gonna get him out of here? Is he gonna,
I think he does.
I think he does this time around.
I think he does too, bro. I think in 8-10. I don't know what round y'all think.
I mean, I think Beterbiev gets him out of there in 9.
I say 11.
I'll say 10 just to make it.
We cannot downplay like Bivol's a tough guy, but like I've seen the type of two fights like it. Now if Bivol got out of there without getting touched, I'm like okay. I would think it might go. I would think okay, it might go the same way, but Bivol got touched a little bit too much. Like
the first. My bad.
I mean, even when Bivol had his gloves in front of his face like that, Beterbiev still was able to hit him and punch, and like punch her. Like how much power you have to have for that.
Beterbiev's got layers. Like that's the thing. Like to me, Bivol is a really talented boxer. He's good at what he does. But it's like I don't know, man. I think Beterbiev's gonna stop him.
Well, LB, you're back now. So yeah, because I know you said you have a prediction from PJ and everything, bro. So let us know what you think about Beterbiev Bivol too, and let us know what PJ says.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna feel like an asshole for this, but what was y'all predictions for Parker Dubois? Like I'm so fucking.
I said Dubois in 10.
Parker decision.
Dubois in 8.
Fuck.
I just think
those are great picks, yo.
I just think it's gonna be like the Joyce fight. I just think this is like Dubois is gonna chip away at him slowly but surely, and then in the late rounds gonna pay dividends. It's not like he's facing Wilder or Zhang. Both guys are low output guys, and then with Zhang it's low output plus questionable stamina. Dubois gonna keep coming at him all night and won't stop. So.
Yeah, and after picking against Dubois 3 times in a row, it's time for me to pick him now. So yeah, and I've been picking Parker lately on all these fights, but yeah, Dubois, maybe decision. But I think he pulls him, he takes him fast. All right.
Shouts out to Parker because he built himself back up after Joyce lost. We all thought he was done, but he got 4 wins in a row and won against 2 top 5 heavyweights. So it's like,
it's really like you don't get too many fights like that where everybody earned their spot and they're truly a main event. Like where it's like you're the 2 best fighters at that division before the championship. Like, well, undisputed. Like you don't have a clear. Like all I'm saying is most divisions don't have the 2 clear-cut best guys fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do in that fight where the winner truly. Oh, okay. I guess we had Benavidez Morel, so fuck it, my bad. But yeah, that did. So yeah. Funny. Okay, y'all niggas had Pilot. I mean, what's the other? PJ hit me up like right when I was off the line. And he wanted to hear y'all opinions and thoughts. But his prediction basically asked him for Saturday's fights. This PJ, Canada, what it do? Is Bivol's fight to lose? I'm sticking with the old man. He should have now healed from those injuries so he can press even more. The drills he's doing to moving his head, I doubt it will stick. Bivol needs to be willing to dig to the body and wrestle a bit too. His volume is great, but I like shorter, purposeful bursts and try not to autopilot. Youth dictates Bivol, but Arthur is not your average aging fighter. Fighters nowadays hitting are at 40 aren't as worn out anymore. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
and,
PJ with Beterbiev, and I agree. I'm picking Beterbiev as well.
yeah, I think all of us have picked Beterbiev. So it's like, I mean, it basically, because like I said, I mean, it's not Bivol can punch, but he's not an elite 175 puncher.
It's also not like the last fight was that long ago.
And facts. And I said in the first fight, like I felt like it had to be like he needs to stop Beterbiev to win the fight. He needs to like he needs to stop. He needs to like beat it. Knock him out. I feel like
Beterbiev now knows like how he affected him in the first fight. If he gets more aggressive, it might get even worse the second time around.
Exactly, and that's what I think. I mean, I know Bivol's been kind of doing more wrestling training and stuff like that, but do you really want to be doing that with Beterbiev, like wrestling that dude?
You're not going to outmuscle Beterbiev. Like that's not going to work. And if anything, I think him trying to out wrestle him might just tire him out even quicker.
Yeah, I don't like one thing I don't like doing. I'm not gonna wrestle a Russian motherfucker in the ring.
Yeah,
like I learned that from the Kasazu Shambe Mitchell days. You don't wrestle those motherfuckers. Like they up here doing Zangief shit with bears and shit, nigga. Like I'm not.
It could work.
You don't need to.
It could work in spurts, but like because Bivol's not used to doing that all the time, like I think he would have to like he'd probably he'd exert too much energy to have to wrestle and hold him off, and that would just chip at his stamina bar even more. And we saw
the fight don't even need to be at that distance. If he's wrestling and grappling this motherfucker, he already failing.
Yeah.
Hey, I see these niggas like 8 years old wrestling with full grown bear pubs and bear cubs and shit. Like what the fuck? So like,
yeah, that shit, dude. Like Bivol can't win this fight. The only way, like, if he learns to effectively punch off the counter, like moving his head, if he could do that, implement that, he could win this shit. But that's the only thing I really feel he could do. Like, because everything else he does, there's a counter to it. There's an answer to it.
I feel like Beterbiev might stop. I mean, he might drop or hurt him early. I feel like it's like that.
I think Beterbiev gonna stop his ass, like maybe 11th round.
Yeah. Someone said 11. I said 9.
I said 11.
Yeah, P said 11 too.
Okay. I just said 10.
Maybe 12, bro.
I said 10 to make it cute. Pause. But yeah.
10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see like a stop it coming in anywhere between the 9th and 12th rounds.
Yeah. Like I said, the only X factor is father time. And like I said, I think like P said, like, there or you, LB, like there wasn't a lot of time in between those two fights. Like, the last fight was in October, so it wasn't like they were on the shelves. Like this is a quick turnaround for especially for these two guys, like especially for Beterbiev.
Yeah, I think that's better for Beterbiev. Beterbiev. But Beterbiev. But yeah, I think that's actually better for him because it's like it keeps him in that zone. It keeps him closer to the original performance.
What? Nigga.
Because I feel like he really had to fight above, like because due to the injury recovery and shit.
Right. So but yeah, no, like I said, if it's a fight of the year, great. But yeah, the odds it doesn't look too good for Bivol unless Bivol can find some way of neutralizing the punishment that he takes, including not putting. Especially since putting a glove to his face is just to punch back on him. Yeah, like I said, it's just Beterbiev is gonna chip away at him, and it's gonna be ugly.
I feel like Bivol, like he's gonna put his foot in his ass and just stop. Like he's gonna have to like be aggressive and try to knock him out. Like it's not gonna be like none of that sweet sign shit ain't gonna work. Because Beterbiev has enough layers and enough skill, and resistance. It seems like I know he's been dropped a few times by randoms, But Beterbiev just got I know Bivol's very skilled. He's a little more skilled than Beterbiev, but I guess I don't know. Is he more skilled? I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Remember, he can't even punch off the counter. Like he can't even punch off the counter.
I know
At least we've seen Beterbiev slip and throw a right hand before.
I've seen Beterbiev got skills. I mean, clearly he has skills. So it's like I know people think Bivol has a more slick boxer, quote unquote slick boxer, but yeah,
he's not really slick. He darts in and out with a high guard. Like
that's all.
Just because your defense is good or you don't get hit a lot doesn't necessarily mean you're slick.
That doesn't mean you're a better boxer than somebody who got skills and can knock everybody out.
I know, right?
Yeah,
but yeah, they should be good. Good card.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a good card. And then, like I said before we get up out of here, 10:30 Eastern time, West Coast time, 7:30 in the morning. 10:30
and it is $25 or whatever dollars, but you need fucking the zone, so it's not really $25. You need a fucking subscription to the zone. So fucking scammers.
Or you can go, or you can go. Like I said, you can do like me. You go, watch it with a whole bunch of people, or go to Dave and Buster's early in the morning. where I'm sure they are airing.
Niggas gonna be at Dave and Buster's like 10 o'clock, waking up to see it. Like, wow.
I mean, I've been there to go watch football, so it's
that early.
I remember being real young. My dad taking me to Dave and Buster's. I was super young. I was want to go there when I was older. Never got a chance to fucking go to Dave and Buster's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like I said, it's good. Yeah, I mean, settle in. I mean, it's going to be a long card. So
I know Sunday your ass better be in that fucking gym.
God damn, that's crazy.
Oh, you're not talking to me. You're talking about Pilot.
I'm talking about you, nigga. You gonna eat good Saturday?
Oh yeah, nigga. Of course, nigga. Yeah, shit. Yes. By Sunday, my walking pad will be all set up and whatnot, and yeah, I'll have to do a Sunday workout. No question about that.
Cause man,
breakfast and a Middle Eastern spread in the afternoon with falafel, chicken, lamb, beef, or whatever the fuck that.
Hold on, real quick. Is that nigga black or is he like Saudi Arabian? Sorry, I don't want to mention his name.
What? Nigga, he's black. He's Haitian.
Yeah, like
no, I'm saying that's really random. That nigga gives you a full Middle Eastern spread when he's a black nigga. That's all. Sorry.
No, it's the whole thing, nigga. That's the why he did.
Because some people love the card so much they want to even eat the same food.
No, I feel it. You know, in Seattle, I had some, some Muslim homies I'll be smoking with, and they'll be in that.
No, Middle Eastern food is fire. So
yeah, it is.
Like I have nothing wrong with Middle Eastern food. I can eat Middle Eastern food all day, every day. But yeah, it's
I'm telling you, dog. There's a place down here with this Indian place that sells the pizza, the tandoori pizza and shit, like best
I just realized
pizza I've ever had.
There's a place like that, like a couple towns over. I've been meaning to go. I've been meaning to actually go there. I always keep forgetting to do it, but I see it whenever I go, like in Grubhub or whatever. I see it there, but I never. But I always forget to actually go there to go pick it up. Like I see we actually have a place like that a couple over. I need to try that shit out.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, like the seasonings and spices, like it's so light and fluffy. Like I'm trying to even think, like the toppings in the season stand out more than the cheese. I can't even remember the pizza really being cheesy like that.
You see, yeah, I know that would make my stomach fucking growl, nigga. But I need to make a note to myself, probably in a couple of weeks, to maybe explore that, because this weekend I have too much food. I'm not gonna even worry about that damn pizza. So
it's like you almost gotta get shit all really in advance, because after the first fight, you ain't really trying to miss nothing.
Yeah, I also gotta make sure I gotta probably drink coffee too. Just to make sure.
This is sounding like work, bro. Are we fucking enjoying boxing? Like,
what? Of course I'm enjoying boxing, nigga. I'm not gonna wake up and go drink beer, nigga. Like I gotta drink coffee.
What the fuck? So niggas just go. You gonna wake up and drink coffee to watch boxing?
Yeah, I drink coffee every morning, bro. It doesn't matter. Like but if I'm drinking coffee,
even on the weekends.
Nigga, when I watched fucking Inoue Donaire 1, I had coffee, nigga. Of course I'm gonna watch that. Like that should happen earlier than that, nigga. Of course I need coffee in the morning. Yeah. you know. But yeah, I look forward to it, and of course, I'll provide a report of how everything goes down with this part, and everything, the whole experience of that shit, just like everyone else's experience. But yeah, no, it's getting a little late, so get up out of here because I know I need to get up in the morning to go lift.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, so yeah,
one love.
Yeah, I know P already had to go, and then P had to be out. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio doing representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist, for King People, Beterbiev, for Conscious Pilot. You know, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, it's Shitsville, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.